the screen. Peace and blessings to oh, I'm kind of loud. Uh-oh, I guess I'm turned up already. All right, so let me get my mic. I don't know what spirit I'm gonna be in when I come on. So I guess I'm up on turnip time. I'm a turnip. I don't like turnips, but I don't mind some turn up for the most high. Turn up time. Happy New Lies Eve. Oh, hold on. Let me turn. I'm coming in hot and heavy. Let me let me go and turn my mic down. I did not know I was gonna be in this riot, this spirit tonight. So we here. We turned up. It's already. I think I'm coming in on 1,000. All right. Yeah. Well, it would make sense because it's New Lies Eve. So shout out to everybody over there on Facebook, over there in New York. I know most of my New Yorkers over there celebrating the New Lies Eve. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to you, but it's a lie from the lake of fire. The devil's a lie. This ain't no New Year's. Ain't got nothing to do with no New Year's. We in the dead of winter. It is the dead of winter. All the leaves is off the trees. It is not no new nothing. It is the complete dead of winter. This is New Lies Eve. So happy New Lie to everybody who out there, especially those out there in the cold. They out there in New York City at the ball, seeing the thing drop. I don't know what be dropping now. If it's an apple, if it's a bomb, if it's a blunt, if it's a bong. I don't know what's dropping out the sky now, but I know one thing I can tell you: it's all a lie from the lake of fire. I know that part. I know it's all a lie. So I understand it, but people like to lie. I get it. I get it. Most people are in the world and of the world and all that. But our Safari Yah, what they call the Bible says, they love the lie. They love the lie more than the truth, right? And our Safari Yah, boy, that prophecy book be coming to pass because no matter what it is, they love to lie. Right? They're like, little man, I don't care. They don't care. So happy Janice to all of y'all. The New Lies Eve, because the devil's lie, it ain't got nothing to do with no New Year. So I changed the title to the video, all right? And I did that on purpose. I changed it to, what I changed it to? New Year's, Killer Mike, boobs, and a genetic identity shifting. Yeah, it's a reason. I know you're like, what in the crap? Oh, y'all gonna see, we gonna have some fun tonight. Happy New Lies Eve. We gonna have some fun tonight. We'll get deep. Hold on, let me come to the chat. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. All right. We'll get deep. Yeah, now y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying. All right. All right. We we'll get deep on Friday. We get back into, we'll get back with but y'all gonna learn something tonight too. But tonight gonna be fun. We're gonna have some fun tonight, right? Y'all got the day off tomorrow. You ain't got to go to work. Everybody go get your kibbles and bits. Go get your nibbles, your snacks. Go grab together, put the kids to, I don't know if you're banging pots and pans at 12. They outside blowing off all type of fireworks. Sister Phyllis Richards, right? They blowing off all type of crap. But we about to blow off some truth tonight. So we got some stuff to explain tonight. It's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna enjoy ourselves tonight. I was instructed for us to bring out something we can enjoy. I think y'all gonna enjoy this tonight. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. The first title I titled it, the first I said, did this black woman become white? Then I changed that. Then I said, the blacks who became white engineered identity, genetic identity shifting. And I'm like, okay. So the reason why I changed the black woman thing, because usually when I make a title and it says black woman, they shadow ban, or maybe my black sisters tune out. They be like, I don't want to, they don't want to hear nothing. I don't know what it is, but it's usually very low numbers whenever I do that. So then after I had it, I said, oh crap, I don't want to trigger the sisters to think, we about to talk about them or something. It ain't about that. It's about, but I'm like, okay, let me, so I changed it to the blacks who became white. Did these blacks become white, right? Because we going somewhere, Delarisha, we going somewhere, right? Then I'm like, later, y'all gonna see, later, I'm in the bathroom washing up, and then it just came to me, man, change it to what it's about. And I'm like, okay, so New Year's, because it's New Year's. I didn't realize it was New Year's Eve. I'm so out of the world, guys, that I don't even remember it be New Year's Eve or Christmas. None of that. I didn't realize till I was almost finished making this live, and I said 12:30. 12/31. I said, hold up, 12/31? Ain't that December 31st? Oh, it's New Lizy. I wouldn't even know. And I was wondering, I'm like, why are they busting off fireworks? Because they did it last week for the lie of the Christmas. That other lie, they ain't got nothing to do with the Hebrew Messiah, right? It might got something to do with the fruity tooty dude that they made up, but they ain't got nothing to do with the Hebrew Messiah. So I was like, okay, they bust off fireworks for that, but I'm like, why are they busting off fireworks outside? And it's New Lies Eve. It's Happy New Lie, everybody. From Lying and Flying. Thank you, Yashala Yah, for the super sticker. Daughter of Yah, I humbly receive. Thank you so much for your donation, daughter of Yah. I humbly receive. All right? All right. Yashala Yah. All right, now we going in. It's gonna be a doozy tonight. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Y'all got your snacks. Y'all get on up. Get on up. Ain't nobody got no work tomorrow. I don't hear nothing. It's going down. You heard? All right, let's get started. Come on, Marawa, y'all. All right, so let me put the present. Let me put my invite to let my brothers and sisters come on in the screen. Come on the show. It's going down. We got some. I think everybody, we're gonna have a new favorite anthem tonight too. I think I got I got a favorite song. Now I've been singing it all in the bathroom. I like, oh yeah, it's stuck in my head. You know how something so catchy is stick in your head? Oh yeah, I think we got a new favorite anthem tonight. Y'all see. I'm like, okay, I keep singing it. I can't wait to hear it. All right, so let me go to drop it in the link. Control V. All right. She said, I work a double tomorrow. That's because you're a hardworking young woman. And y'all, go on, do your thing. All right. Most of the other people who work, they ain't got to work, but I know you can work no matter what. I know that's right. Me too. I got a double too. Double down in the word of the Most High to prepare for Friday and all this stuff. I got to prepare for ministry, all this work. But I understand. I work too nonstop. All right. Now, all right, so now, all right, so we over on the live stream. I see Yashala Y'all's over on the live stream, and y'all are over. All right, so we in two play. Oh, good. I'm centered on the vertical live stream. We on the vertical. We going somewhere. It's gonna be fun tonight, Delara Shah. All right. So my elder,
On the
elder,
live
elder coming in
stream,
hot. Let me mute the elder.
going somewhere.
How did there you go. He muted himself. All right, Elder came in hot and heavy from Oakland, California. We going down. It's going in. Uh-oh, who came in? Yasha coming in. Yasha coming in from Canada by way of Jamaica. Lick 2 shots for the brother man. Damn. Lick 2 shots for the brother man. Damn. All right, Yasha straight from Jamaica. Kingston, shout out. Lick 2 shots for Kingston. All right, now we Hakyama licked 2 shots for Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, like you coming in like a fool. Yeah, I'm on one tonight. I get Happy New Lives Eve. I'm on one tonight. We about to have some fun. All right. So we about to have some fun. Do I want to get into the deep stuff first or just get into the fun? Let's just get it because I had a whole intro. You know what I mean? I don't think we need to get all deep and because I be putting together stuff, right? So I had this whole intro of there are wars that are fought with bullets. There are wars that are fought with mirrors. This is not a story about vanity. It's not a story about trends. It's not a story about judgment. It's a story about identity under pressure, right? Tonight, we examine some things far deeper than beauty standards. We examine what happens when people are taught generation after generation to see themselves as something that must be fixed, something that is not good enough. All right? Yeah, it's kind of cool here, too. That's why I got a long sleeve shirt on. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool here, too, but I'm already getting hot already. All right? So this world has condition. Oh, we got some there's some things coming out tonight. It's gonna be dope tonight. All right. The title again: New Year's Killer Mike Boobs, a, a genetic identity shift. And I know y'all said, for those who don't see the title over on, just refresh your page on YouTube and the new title to show up. I know you're like New Year's Killer Mike boobs and genetic identity shifting. Oh, Unc on some stuff. What you know this about to be this ain't nothing but ultra. Y'all know this about to be a mess. Y'all know this about to be crazy. All right, so let's get started. I ain't gonna do my deep intro. Let's just get on in. Let's get on in. Right? It's about almost 40 of us here, probably in the other live. It's probably all together 40, 50. Who knows? We might only get up to 60, 70 tonight because it's New Lives Eve. Most some people are out, they out seeing the ball drop and seeing the whatever, seeing the seeing the panties drop. they they out doing all type of sin and devilishment. Happy New Lives Eve. Okay, so let's go. My first clip of the night. We got some copyright disclaimers in the building because we got some clips. I got some clips and snips. I got some jips and some blips. All right, we got some stuff. It's gonna be fun tonight. I'm like, good. Thank you, Father. We about to have fun tonight, right? All right, let's go. All right, shout out to Yaleen out there in Georgia. Oh no, she in Florida now. Shout out to Yaleen. Happy New Lives Eve, Yaleen. All right. So now, let's go. I'm already on one. I know she like, boy, you a fool. You already on one. Yeah, I'm on one. All right, so now first clip of the night. Hold on, let me grab it's over here, right? Let me make this smaller. So the first clip of the night, instead of me going all deep into my intro, because I was going to get funky, I might bring it out a little later. I don't know, because it gets a little deep a little bit. Some stuff going to come out. Y'all going to enjoy this tonight. But anyway, let's do the first clips because it's New Lives Eve, and I ain't want to make no whole Janice video, and I done did it too many times. I done broke down the New Year's, the new lie, the Christ Mass, the Santeria, Saturnalia, the Nordic, Celtic, crap. Oh, I didn't broke down everything. I'm not gonna keep doing this all the time, right? So I found a little clip where a sister just she broke it down real quick, maybe 2 minutes, just a little minute or two. She broke it down. So I said, you know what? Let me let the sister explain it for those for those in the bleacher seats, for those in the back row. Oh, oh, hold on. So hold up, presses, hold the presses. Share screen. Hold up. Hold up, somebody done told you wrong. Hold up, stop the presses, stop the presses. We got to do the thumbnails. You know, not the devil's life. I'm not gonna make this beautiful thumbnail, right? This thumbnail is a work. Now I'm working this AI thing. Let's go. I'm like that me, right? I'm like, let's go, right? I've been working this thing. Genetic, oh, this thumbnail popping like popping like hot grease. Somebody done told you wrong. This genetic thing, this thing popping. Genetic identity shift, an engineered narrative. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This is funky right here. Bleacher, y'all see how I put it together? Oh, I know. You got to work that AI thing. You got to work it to make it really do what you want it to do. You know how you do that there, right? You got to be able to work it. So I got my prompting game. I know how to work this AI. Yeah, yeah. Now y'all, you're very welcome, right? So let's break it down. What I was able to get the AI to do. So look at this. So I said I need some bleaching cream, and I needed the jar to be cracked. I needed to have like damage because it's doing damage to the psyche of some of the people, the black people on the earth, right? So then I said I need a genetic strand to come out of the bleaching cream, and I need to have some ancient symbols, like the ancient codices symbol with the serpent around the medical symbol, right? And I said, I need it. And then I need a black woman on the left and a white woman on the right. And I need it to be kind of split of the merge. And I need some like pharmakeia coming out of the bleaching cream. So I was like, give me like a neon smoke coming out of the cream. You see? So coming out of to denote that there's like a spirits coming out of this and it's going in. You heard? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very, very detailed. You gotta, I know, I'm working this thing, right? So I'm like, okay. So and then I already have my thing, the genetic identity shift and engineer narrative. You know what I mean? Because the first time I had it, the black woman, this black woman became, because we got to see something. This black woman became white. Oh yeah. We're gonna show something tonight. We got some other clips. We got Killer Mike. We got New Year's. We got boobs. we got a whole soup for y'all. So y'all go and get your snacks. All right? I know sisters got boobs and some of the fellas like boobs. So we got something for everybody. Right? We got a little bit for everybody. So anyway, so y'all gonna enjoy yourself tonight. Let's come on in, put your feet up. All right, now. So this is a genetic. It's gonna get this part gonna get a little deep. It's gonna get deep. We're gonna get funny. We're gonna go all over the place. But yeah, this is very strategic of how I engineer with my AI help to make this thumbnail. So yeah, I'll be working it, and I was like, oh, that's crack-ola, that's fire. You heard? And I take it, I put it into my photo thing, and I put my genetic identity shift, and I put my blues around it. Y'all know how I do. You heard? All right, so I think this is pretty crack. Genetic identity shift. You heard? Engineered identity. All right. All right, so that's the thumbnail. We'll get back to that. But now let's open up as more people coming in, as they come in. The title, New Year's, Killer Mike, boobs. That part is hilarious. In a genetic identity shifting is going on in the earth. All right? So the first one I put New Year's. So all right. Happy New Lives Eve, right? So let's go. Let's do the New Lives Eve. So the first clip of the night, copyright disclaimers are in effect. All right. No, I don't think we got no wee-wees. We got boobs, but well, we ain't got no boobs. Y'all ain't about to see no boobs. Y'all get it in a minute. I know y'all like, boobs, what is going on here? We ain't got no wee-wees. Ain't no wee-wees coming out tonight. But it's most we ain't talking about no Greeks. Well, the Romans, well, they don't show no wee-wees. We ain't talking about, right? Because the Romans, Janus, that's Happy New Year crap is Roman stuff. That's the Romans. People don't know that, right? They made this crap up January 1st. Ain't no January. It's a dead of winter. Ain't nothing brand new alive. How's some new nothing? Ain't nothing new. Everything dead and dying. It's the coldest, one of the coldest days of this year. How's something new? Make that make sense. All right. So let me stop share. Let's get started. First clip of the night. Let me grab her. Right? There she go. I got a sister. So the sister gonna break it down, right? I ain't got to do it. I done did this way too many times. I ain't about to do this. Keep messing with these people. They love to lie so much. They don't care. So anyway, so the sister right here, she says, stop celebrating New Year's, right? Little cute little sister too. Got a little head wrap, all right? She need to cover them boobs. Boobs a little bit out there, but whatever. That's not the boobs. That's not the boob part of the night. I just happened to see her little shirt, but she still look much more modest than what's going on in this world. All right. So let's let the sister break down. Happy New Lives Eve, everyone. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for educational purposes only. We are reacting to this video. Copyright disclaimers. We don't own rights, just for reactionary purposes. Happy New Lives Eve, everyone.
Sis, if you're celebrating New Year's.
All right, hold on. Let me go back. There we go.
Sis, if you're celebrating New Year's, you're definitely out the loop. First off, the moon gives us a sign. The moon tells us when the month begins. That's why we celebrate new moon. So new moon is a celebration of the first day of the month, which new moon is a full moon. Now, is it a full moon today? No.
Did she just say we celebrate the new moon? Hold on, let me see. She's doing.
No. And the Bible says the first month of the new year is in spring. Are we in spring? No. Begin. Out the loop. First off, the moon gives us a sign. The moon tells us when the month begins. That's why we celebrate new moon.
We don't celebrate the new moon, sister, but it's okay. She doing her thing out. It's okay. We don't be celebrating no moons. All right, but anyway, let's continue.
So new moon is a celebration of the first day of the month, which new moon is a full moon. Now, is it a full moon today? No. And the Bible says the first month of the new year is in spring.
Well, what she's trying to break down is the new moon of the equinox. It's the harvest. It's the new harvest, the spring equinox. When the earth comes to life again. When the trees start to get their leaves, it's this change, and it's a new moon on that, right? But we don't celebrate the new moon. We not werewolves. We don't celebrate no moons. But it's okay. She's trying. Praise the Most High. She's I'd rather her have that little misunderstanding than be celebrating Janus. this is a whole devil god. Constantine and them, but Constantine brought this crap, right? And right, along with this Sol Invictus worship, right? Janus is God, right? So anyway, but yes, she's correct. There is nothing. There is not the new spring equinox didn't happen. The new harvest, the new year doesn't happen until about March, April. Everyone knows they call that spring. Okay, we're in the dead of winter. Okay, this is the fullness of the dead of winter in the witching season, and they're talking about Happy New Year. They're out there busting off. See, this is when we get people to curse themselves. They're out there busting off fireworks for what? Idiot juices for Janice, but you only know who Janice is, right? All right. So anyway, let's continue. Let me do this quick, and we can get to the lesson. I just couldn't do tonight without addressing New Year's because it's New Year's New Lies Eve, so I couldn't just ignore it. All right, let's continue.
Are we in spring? No, we're in winter. We're in the month called January. But what does the word January come from? Okay. Celebrating New Year's is very pagan. By celebrating New Year's,
All right, let me see what she wrote. In ancient Roman religion and mythology, Janus is the god of beginnings and transitions. He is usually a two-faced god. I already broke that down. Since he looks to the future and the past, his followers honored Janus by making New Year's resolutions. The month of January is named after pagan god. Yes, Janus. Right, that's correct.
you're celebrating and worshiping that god. And this goes into idolatry. You're worshiping another.
Do you know what you're celebrating? Julius Caesar, emperor of pagan Rome, institutes the New Year's festival on January 1st. Facts. In 46 BC, Caesar adopted the Julian calendar. Yes, we got the Gregorian and the Julian. January is named after the Roman god Janus. Facts. That's where we get January. That's where we get January 1st in the Julian calendar. These Greco-Diddy Romans with their little wee-wees that we ain't showing none, yeah. We ain't showing none of their statues, so we ain't got to look at none of their little wee-wees, time of y'all, right? So we ain't showing none of that. But that's these do with the togas. These were the Diddies. They gave you January 1st, okay? It's a dead of winter. They were celebrating pagan gods, all right? These fallen angels, that's what they really are. All right, but let's continue.
The God that is not the God of the Bible. This is not God's tradition. This is a Roman God. So January comes from the Roman god Janus. He's a god of beginning and end. Hence, while you celebrate New Year's Eve, the end of 2023, then you celebrate the beginning of New Year's 2024. So when does a new year exactly start? Okay, I'll show you. In Deuteronomy 16 and verse 1, God says, observe the month of Abib. This was a commandment. But what is Abib? Abib, the ear of corn, the name of the first month of the year. Don't believe me? You can look it up.
First of all, it's Abib, but that's hilarious. She's doing her thing. And it's Abayab in the original tongue. But okay, so anyway, that's hilarious.
Yourself. Now they changed the name of Abib to Nisan. You can look and see Abib, Nisan, which it was later changed to, is March, April. So are we in March and April? No, we're in January. So January is all the way down here.
Yes, that's the new harvest. So she's correct, right? And they call it Abib in the Canaanite Hebrew English tongue or whatever, right? But all right.
January is closer to the end of the year instead of like the top. So y'all are not celebrating the beginning of the year. The calendar that the Romans went by. They went by the Gregorian calendar. And that is what America, this is what we go by today. So yes, you're celebrating a Roman custom and worshiping a Roman idol. Get in the loop.
All right. So I just let the sister do it, right? Because I ain't about to go through all that. So that was the new year. Okay. So that took care of the my title, New Year's, Killer Mike, boobs, a genetic identity shifting. All right. I know. So now we ain't gonna address nothing else about no New Lies Eve. All right. And why do I feel all this heat on? I bet you see. I'm getting hot. Turn that back down to 70. I don't want to be all hot in here. If you get cold out there, just put the little heater out there with y'all in the kitchen or something. But I bet you see to turn that thing down. I don't want to be hot in here and start sweating. All right, now let's get going. All right, so that was the first clip of the night. Second clip of the night. All right. Do I want to do? Oh, that's okay. We'll get to Killer Mike a little later. So the second clip of the night, how many here? Okay, we're about 50, 60, almost 70. All right. And I can come back to this. Second clip of the night. Let's just, this this is just, how can I say this? We're not promoting this. This is watch your children. Okay? You have to monitor and watch your children and monitor what they watch and what they do. All right? Copyright disclaimers are in effect for educational purposes only, for reactionary purposes only. We don't own rights to the video. We at the we at the part of our title, the boobs. All right. Here we go. Copyright disclaimers are in effect. Make it full screen. Share this tab instead. All right. We're not promoting any of this. Just watch your children. All right. Here we go. Copyright disclaimers.
Who was you searching up?
I was just searching up random stuff, and then I clicked that, and...
No, you wasn't searching up random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
All right. First of all, little man, look at his face. Boy, you know kids. You know when kids and did something wrong, they put that little sad looking face on. So his dad said, what was you looking at? What you searching? And he said, I've been searching up random stuff. So his dad said, you searching random stuff? He said, huh? You know when kids say, huh? When they, you know they can hear you, right? And they say, huh? That's the part that's funny. Watch this.
That, and...
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
He said, you know you weren't searching up random stuff, so what was you searching? Huh? You know that, huh? Okay. You see his shirt? Mac and cheese? I like his shirt. He like his shirt. Look at his face. He's so cute. You know when they caught dead red-handed when they say, huh? Boys, people say hunky here. That's when I was young, that was our saying, right? My grandma like, boy, people who say hunky here. I know, let me explain what that means. She said the people who say huh, that means you could hear. That mean you heard me. Don't know, huh? People say hunky here. All right, that's an old saying, probably from the 80s or something, the 70s. All right, let me put it back together, and then I'm going to let it play. Now we got the context. Little man was searching up something, and his pops caught him, right? He got mac and cheese on his shirt. He must love some mac and cheese. All right, let's go. Watch your children.
Who was you searching up?
I was just searching up random stuff, and then I clicked that, and...
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
That.
What does that say?
Shaking their roof.
Why was you searching that?
It's... All right. Look at his face. He said, what does that say? He said, shaking their boobs. So you got to watch your children, everyone. Watch the babies because they got these little cell phones. They got the internet. And these children are way more advanced than we were. Everybody understand these kids today are so far, and it's going to always continue like that. Just like the kids playing sports, they jump higher, they jump longer, they can, like, the genetics advances. And then the darkness advances of the sin that they put over our children and their accessibility to sin, right? They're being raised with their phones, they're being raised, right? So as something that I remember we used to, as little kids, we would try to, I'm from the 70s, we would try to find Playboy magazines, right? If people who had a dad, they might have Playboy magazine, we would find it and we would try to look through the magazine, boobs, right? We would try to, or those big books, those J.C. Penney books, I forgot what they called. They used to have these big books they used to send to the house, and they would have like the lingerie section, right? And it's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. If it's at 7, it's fine. It's just cutting on. That's all. That means it's getting cold outside. So they it's so funny that So we would, right. So, but now it's so more advanced with the children. Yeah, the magazine. Well, no, they used to have these big catalog books that used to come. They was thick, real thick, like a new, like a what's the name? And your parents used to shop through it. And we used to go and try to look for the lingerie section and see, you could see, right? Yeah, well, not Fingerhead. This way before Fingerhut, but yeah, Fingerhut was about the '80s, right? Fingerhut was dope. Now I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about before Fingerhut. I'm talking about '70s. Probably when before you were born and stuff. The parents from the '60s, they had these big, thick phone book looking things that used to come, and they used to shop from the book. It's way before Fingerhut and stuff, but Fingerhut used to be the move. I used to shop at Fingerhut. But anyway, let me stay focused. So shout out to Soulfully Sowing Seeds. So now everybody, it's so much more advanced, right? So you really have to pay attention. So it's like these kids are going to be much smarter, either smarter in a righteous way or an unrighteous way. Do you get it? They're gonna light is you can have good light, righteous light, and dark light. So they're gonna have more light, and it's dependent on what they're raised and reared in, whether their light is going to be stronger in darker light or lighter light or righteous light, unrighteous light or righteous light. So, all right, so everybody, watch your babies. All right. So he didn't looked up. What did he say? What he looked up? Shaking their boobs. Little man, what? All right. So anyway, now I'm gonna just let it play. I'm gonna let it play this time, the whole thing. All right. Let's go.
Who was you searching up?
I was just searching up random stuff, and then I clicked that, and
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
that.
What does that say?
Shaking their boobs.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them. I love them.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
their boobs. I love them.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
their boobs.
I'm sorry.
Who was you searching up?
I just had to play it because I just bust out laughing. Now, the thing that I really appreciate is the fact that he was able to be honest. You understand? Because of the sin that we're born in, right? We're born and then we end up lying when they're really young. They start young, like 2 years old, 1 year, they'll steal a cookie. You're like, where the cookie? Oh, I don't know. Like, boy, who told you to lie? Right? It's a thing. That's born in sin and iniquity. You can thank Adam and Eve for that mess, right? But what I do appreciate is that he has enough love and respect, or he's not scared of his dad enough that, yeah, he'll try to lie, but when pressured, he just told the truth. And you see how his face lit up? Did you see how happy he was just to tell his truth? He said, I just love him. Yo, that's crazy work. All right, let me just play it one more time because it's hilarious. All right, that's the boobs part. I know y'all like, boobs. I'm like, I'm sorry. We got some random clips. We're going to show some stuff tonight, but I had some random clips to show too. All right, so here, let's play it one more time.
Who was you searching up?
I was just searching up random stuff, and then I clicked that, and
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
that.
What does that say?
Shaking their boobs.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them. I love them.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
their boobs. I love them.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
their boobs.
Who was you searching up?
Oh, shout out to little man. Now cover your children and all that. But I'd rather him be loving the boobs than be loving something else, right? But anyway, we know the baby shouldn't even be introduced to that, but they just are. You understand? So you got to watch your babies. You understand? Cover your babies. And shout out to little man, right? I'm glad that he has the freedom to tell the truth. You know what I mean? Because it's really traumatizing when you don't have that relationship with your parents, that you can't be free. I actually did that with my children, the ones that I was able to raise from birth to adulthood, that I gave them, my daughter too, the freedom. You don't ever have to be scared to tell me nothing. You know, it's like I'm your dad, but I still want a level of friendship, of trust, where you don't have to think I'm a beret. I would rather you tell me the truth so we can work it out than you have to lie to me. So yeah. Um what would I have said? First of all, I would have that would have been a rough one, because on the other end, if I wasn't monitoring him enough, that he shouldn't have that level of access to be searching boobs, right? That means he'd been introduced to a certain level. But if this was my reality, because maybe his mom allowed, maybe, maybe he doesn't live with me, he ain't under my roof, because if he was under my roof, he wouldn't have that access. I'll be covering him way more than that. But if it was that, I would, I would, I would actually, that's a good question, Lanya. What I would do, me personally, I would, what's the name? I would thank him for being honest and telling me the truth. And I would say, I want you to always know, I would reinforce that he's safe to be able to tell me the truth. I understand you was a little scared at the beginning because I caught you, and that means something inside of you know that you shouldn't be doing it, right? That's your spirit telling you righteously that you shouldn't be looking up the boobs, right? That's why I would talk, because he knows what it means. He apparently, right? I would talk to him, right? I'd say, you shouldn't be looking up the boobs. So that meant your spirit knows that you were wrong. That's why you tried to deceive me a little bit and say, huh? You knew what I was talking about. But I do applaud, and I want you to always know that you're safe enough to tell me any truth, whatever you did, any mistake. You don't have to lie, even when you know you're totally wrong. But I thank you for telling me the truth after I asked you. Now, you can't be looking up the boobs, bro. But I'm glad you like boobs, right? I understand. That means you like women, and genetically you're disposed for that, right? But you can't be looking it up. What if your mom catch you, right? And then I would try to, I would talk to him and try to relate with him and try to say, we gotta wait till you get a little older, and right. I would try to monitor him more, right? Then I would talk to his mom, be like, yo, he can't have the freedom to just be on that phone. We gotta have child blocks and stuff, right? He's so smart. He looking up boobs. He likes boobs. He told you he a boob man. I love him, right? You see, he just lit up, right? So yeah, I would just have a more of an adult kind of conversation with him, because he's been so already he's been introduced. So yeah, I would and then yeah, put things place. I have a search engine and everything. Apps are off, limits period. I can't watch every minute of the day, but do my best to sorry, I can't see all the chat. I wish I could. Shout out to his Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Shout out to Yadasa to put things in place to prevent it. Yeah, let me put that on the screen. Um, did it go on the screen? No.
It's on.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Hakiyama put it. All right. Thank you. So, all right. So that was the boobs. All right. So we had New Year's, Killer Mike, boobs, a genetic identity shifting. Do y'all want me to get into the genetic identity, the meat of it, or do the Killer Mike first? Let's just do the Killer Mike, since let's knock out the title, right? We don't do what you call that, clickbait, right? So let's just do the Killer. I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna do it a lot later, but let's just do the Killer Mike. All right, it's not too long of a clip. All right, so and that'll knock out, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's lesson, right? The genetic identity shifting. All right, so protect your children right? And you have to cover them because music, movies, cell phones, it's even in cartoons. And Yadasa sent me this clip, and I was so thankful for it. And this is one of my new anthems right now. Share this tab instead. Protect your children. Check this out. And look at the little boy's sister looking at him. Copyright disclaimers on effect for reactionary purposes only. All right? You can take it off the screen, Hakyama. Oh, it's already off. Okay. For reactionary purposes only. Copyright disclaimers in effect. Check this out.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
Oh, shooky now. That's what I'm talking about, right? Thank you, Yadasa, for this clip, right? Now, this is the balance from the little man who was talking about the boobs, right? Cover your babies, right? So this dad is probably watching what his son pays attention to, right? I'm like, let's go, little man. Look how his sister just looking at him like, boy, you ain't nothing, that ain't nothing but arch porn, right? But his sister just looking at him with the love and the admiration of her brother, right? Check him out. Let's go. Let's go. This ties into tonight. Here we go. I said, this is my anthem right here. Let's go.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
Yo, the little man meant a part of that. He meant a part. Did y'all see when he tapped himself? He said, yo, I'm like, yo, I told y'all not, y'all, we got a new anthem. I told you, I'm like, I was in the bathroom, guys, after I put this together, washing up to come here for the live, I was in the bathroom. I love myself. I love my skin. I love myself. My melanin. I was like, ow. I was like, oh, that's my song, because it just stays in your head. You heard? I was like, when I look in the mirror, and it ties in to tonight's lesson. You're going to understand, because there's a, you come on, great segue to the thumbnail and where we going in the lesson. Great segue into the lesson, right? So I got to play this one more time because little man is going in. Look at his sister looking at him like, that's my big brother. He like that. He like, go ahead, boy. All right, check him out.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the
Did you see how he tapped his chest when he said, I never quit? That is, look how he tapped his chest.
I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror,
He said, I never quit. Yo, y'all remember I taught y'all that sometimes you got to pat yourself on the back? You got to, because no one else will. You understand? Sometimes you give yourself credit for trying to be righteous in an unrighteous world. You give yourself credit. He said, he tapped himself on his chest. Come on, little king.
I never quit, just try again.
He said, I never quit. Come on, just try again. Oh, all right, last time. I'm sorry. I love this so much. All right, I'm just one more time.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even
Let's go in. We'll get back to Killer Mike. Let's go in. Whew. Killer Mike. Let's do Killer Mike. Let's get it out the way. It's a short one. It's not too long. How long is it? It's only 2 minutes. Let's get it out the way. And then we'll come back. All right. Share this tab instead. Now we got New Year's. We're going to do Killer Mike. We had your boobs. And then we're going to get to a genetic identity shifting. I love my skin. I love my hair. Woo! My melanin. Oh boy, that's the jam, I swear. All right, here we go. Share this tab instead. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for reactionary purposes only. We don't own the rights to the video. We just reacted. Killer Mike goes in. Listen clearly.
I have to say this because I know our spirit and our emotions get stirred. I'm not against nobody on the panel. I'm with everybody on the panel. I'm not diametrically opposed to anybody on the panel. I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South. We're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? Who knows how to fish? Hands down. Who knows how to hunt?
So let me give you some context. I guess he's on the panel, and these blacks up here, and they always talking about a revolution and doing this and changing this and doing that and everything. And Killer Mike keeping it 100. He said, all right, let me do a poll. Who out here know how to fish? He like, I'm with y'all talking about a revolution and stand and all this. Let's continue.
Who fishes? Who knows how to fish? Questions. We're in the South. We're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? I agree with everything my brother said about revolutionaryism. So let me ask you guys a few questions. We're in the South. We're in the heart of the South right now. Who fishes? Who knows how to fish? Hands down. Who knows how to hunt? Less hands. Hands down. Who shoots on a regular basis, meaning once or twice weekly? Hands down. Now you see how many hands? Who farms or grows their own food right now? Hands down. You ain't ready to oppose nothing. You are as a part of this system as any white person gentrified in this city. And you can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because I've lived in this neighborhood long enough to know when 2 out of every 5 yards had a garden in the back. I'm old enough to know when the Muslim community was the strongest security force and their own food force in this community. Black people, I love you, and I love you enough to tell you, you ain't ready to revolt shit. You don't feed yourself. You don't hunt your own animals and slaughter them. You don't prepare your own meat. You don't own your own land. You don't have a seed growing in your window. So when you think about revolutionaryism and you think about fighting and dying in the street, you ain't shit if you can't feed your children. You ain't nothing if you can't teach your children to hunt. I've been hearing this revolutionary talk all my life. All my life, I've been seeing leaders get before me and tell me how much of a strong warrior. And how many of you practice a martial art today? Who practices a martial art today? That's what I'm saying. We not ready to fight. You say fight back, fight the police. The police are trained to shoot. They're trained in martial combat. We're not. What are we going to do? Now, I'm not saying give up. I'm not saying you can't train yourself. But what I'm saying is, if you're not training every week, if you're not shooting.
Now, do y'all see what's happening in this clip? You see a grown man, Killer Mike, bringing some hard truths, facts. He said you ain't got a bean growing on your windowsill. You ain't got a plant. You ain't shooting. You ain't doing martial arts. You ain't and who do y'all see going up the aisle, yelling at him and bringing up a fuss? Y'all see it, right? We going somewhere, right? This is a man's talking, right? See, this is Adam and Eve's sin. Here this black woman is up there yelling at him, while he's speaking truth, right? Ain't nobody saying nothing to him.
I've been hearing this revolutionary talk all my life. All my life, I've been seeing leaders get before me and tell me how much of a strong warrior. And how many of you practice a martial art today? Who practices a martial art today? That's what I'm saying. We not ready to fight. You say fight back, fight the police. The police are trained to shoot. They're trained in martial combat. We're not. What are we going to do? Now, I'm not saying give up. I'm not saying you can't train yourself. But what I'm saying is, if you're not training every week, if you're not shooting every week, if you're not knowing how to grow your own food, arguing with me and arguing with the police ain't going to...
You see what he said? Arguing with me and arguing with the police.
do nothing. I have to say this.
Shout out to Killer Mike for the truth. And this has been the problem since the garden. This has been the problem. No disrespect. It's not about attacking nobody, but this is the problem. This is a man on the panel bringing his truth. And here, this woman gets up yelling all of this disrespect against him. And he's 100% correct in everything he said. We're not ready for no revolution. Can't even wipe your own butt. This has been the problem since the beginning. This goes back to the garden. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for educational purposes only. We don't own rights to the video. Share this tab instead. Full screen. Copyright disclaimers. Hold on.
You need to watch this.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
So this brother made a joke. I think I know the fall. The Most High gave us everything in the garden. All right?
You need to watch this.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
Well, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
No, that was kind of his point.
Oh. All right. So what's happening, in case it went over some of y'all head? They played the clip, and all the men are laughing. But Melissa Ford, that's her name. She was a video vixen back in the days. She doesn't find it funny. So they're like, she was like, no, look how serious she is. Right? She hot.
"Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?" That we have them. And Eve said, "Yeah, and all our dreams come true the with nature, at one with God." Said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
Well, that's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
No, that was kind of his point. That's kind of what he was saying. I mean,
That's actually
You need to-
really classic clip. The fact that she said, "I was just waiting for more." You're like, yeah, that was his point. All right. So anyway, now let's get to the meat and potatoes. We did New Year's. We did Killer Mike. We did the boobs. Right? Now let's get into a genetic identity shifting. The engineered identity. All right. There is a black woman who's now changed herself white. Yeah, she turned herself white. Now, there is others who turn themselves black, right? We see, all right, matter of fact, let's do this one right here before we get into her. Let's do this sister. Share this tab instead. Copyright disclaimers in effect for reactionary purposes only.
Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop.
So Little Kim, shout out to Brother Creedell. So Little Kim thinks that this is cute for her to say, yeah, y'all thought it was Photoshop, you itches, and she looks like, I'm sorry, this world is crazy. So she thought, she said, y'all thought it was Photoshop, y'all stupid itches and all this. She thinks okay, let's continue.
Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop.
She's like a fish.
Thought it was Photoshop.
Nah, this was it because I ain't think it was Photoshop, but I wish it was. I get an attitude. I wish somebody would have told her how beautiful she was when she was natural. Man, talking about the fly Kim, dark shades, hair over one eye Kim, and pure shine. Lord Kim, hardcore. Now I have a hard time accepting this day. I had a crush on you. Competition, you blew them away. You threw shade when you couldn't get paid. You in those shades till this day. Really though, that's why it was hard to watch this video. But respect due to you is love. I just wish somebody told you how beautiful you was.
Facts. Come on, brother. He dropped that, right? He dropped that.
Yeah, you thought it was Photoshop.
So again, this is the whole important part of our little brother.
You're not sharing screen.
Yeah, you're not sharing.
Oh, that hurts. I'm over here rocking out. I said, this takes us back, to our little brother.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. When I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. When I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
All right. So again, we're going somewhere. I love myself. There are people, this sister has turned herself white. All right? But I'm going to do an educational clip before we get there. This is the first Black woman that got labeled an identity as white in history. As you're going to see, she was a Native American, original indigenous American, Black sister. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for educational purposes only. We don't own rights to the video. For some of y'all that never heard of this sister, introducing the sister who, the first so-called Black sister to be identified as white.
If your wealth can change your race, you're Sarah Rector. Let's dive into her extraordinary story.
Born in 1902, Sarah Rector was a black girl of Muscogee Creek descent living in Oklahoma. At age 11, oil was discovered on her land, making her one of the wealthiest black children in the U.S.
One of the wealthiest black children in the United States, Sarah Rector, Muscogee Indian woman, Aboriginal, indigenous to America. Oil was discovered on her property, her family land, at age 11.
Story. Born in 1902, Sarah Rector was a black girl of Muscogee Creek descent living in Oklahoma. At age 11, oil was discovered on her land, making her one of the wealthiest black children in the U.S. Her fortune wasn't all smooth sailing, though. Oklahoma laws required wealthy Native Americans and freedmen to be placed under white guardianship. Sarah's guardianship led to scrutiny and
Oklahoma, everybody listen, required.
Fortune wasn't all smooth sailing, though. Oklahoma laws required wealthy Native Americans and freedmen to be
Native Americans were black as well as Mongoloid natives. The original indigenous, the first indigenous Americans were black, copper colored. All right? Then the Mongoloids came over, right? Oklahoma required any original natives, whether they were Mongoloid or copper colored, what you would call black, right? And freedmen, those who came over on some of the slave ships who got freed, or those who didn't come over on slave ship who came into America and was already free here. All right? Now listen clearly.
Placed under white guardianship.
They had to be placed under white guardianship.
Sarah's guardianship led to scrutiny and concerns about financial mismanagement, even drawing attention from the NAACP and W.E.B. Du Bois. But here's where it gets wild. To protect her wealth and status, Sarah was legally reclassified as white, a rare and shocking move under Jim Crow laws. Despite the racial barriers, Sarah retained control of her wealth, bought luxury properties, and entertained legends like Duke Ellington and...
So they reclassified her as white for access to her wealth for her state. So one of the first melanated indigenous, or what you would call black, women to be classified, identified in paperwork as white, but it was so that they can have access to her financials.
Despite the racial barriers, Sarah retained control of her wealth, bought luxury properties, and entertained legends like Duke Ellington and Count Basie. She passed away in 1967, leaving a legacy that highlights the strange intersection of race, wealth, and law in early 20th century America. Sarah Rector's story is a testament to resilience and the bizarre twists history can take.
All right. So now that was the first so-called black woman who they identified as white. All right? But now we have a culture of misappropriation, and it's a spiritual thing. Across the world, black men, black women, and some men are bleaching their skin. They're altering their features, reshaping their bodies, and in extreme cases, attempting to erase the visible markers of who the Most High created them to be. Not overnight, not randomly, but slowly, deliberately over time. They are bleaching their skin. All right? And the question we ask tonight is why someone chooses to change. Is not why someone chooses to change, but what instilled them to think they needed to. The Safari Yah we known as the Bible tells us identity is sacred. Psalms 139 says, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. See? But when a people are taught the opposite, that their skin is wrong, that their hair is wrong, that their nose is wrong, their lips is wrong, their hips is wrong, their butt is wrong, their features are wrong, these wounds don't just remain psychological. They materialize behavioral. Skin bleaching did not begin on social media, and it did not start with social media influencers. It did not originate with just someone's personal insecurity. Its roots trace back to what they call colonial rules. Slavery is what I call it. Racial hierarchies, class systems, and enforced, instilled beauty narratives that equated proximity to being more what they call white, as being safety, as being safe, accepted, and valued. This is not a theory that I'm proposing. This is actual history, and it's repeating itself now in modern form. Tonight's live stream centers on a real case, a case of a Black woman. This Black woman, a Black woman, not Little Kim, a Black woman who transformed her appearance through extreme cosmetic alteration until now she appears white. Let's go. Here we go. Let me show. Let's go. I'm walking it on in. This Black woman. First, let me show this one of her before and after. Share screen. Stop share. Hold on. Stop. Share screen. Window. Bang. Share. Tonight, this Black woman became this white woman. This is the same person. And it's so interesting that it be a lot of the naturally attractive Black women that they really get to hate themselves. That's some type of dichotomy. So this Black woman is now this white woman. This is a genetic identity shifting. What's my title? Engineered identity. All right? We going somewhere, Dolores Shaw. All right? Let me stop share. Let me come to this one. Share. Come back here. Share screen. Window. We going somewhere. Share. This is some of the pictures of this Black woman as she was changing into a white woman. That's her right there. She's starting her changes. Right? That's her right there. Right? That's her when she was fully Black. All Black Air Force One. That's her now. That's crazy work. That's crazy work right there. And that's my thumbnail. Genetic identity shift, an engineered narrative. All right. Now, we going somewhere. You heard? Let's go. We in the lesson now. Tonight, we're not here to mock her. We're not here to disrespect her. We're not here to condemn her. We're definitely not here to sensationalize her. We come here to ask a deeper question. What kind of world produces this outcome? See, individual choices never exist in the vacuum. They're shaped by narratives, by stories, by images, by rewards, also by punishments. Individual choices. And they're also shaped by repeated messages whispered into the souls of individuals long before adulthood. That's why that little boy singing, I love my face, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Repeated messages whispered into the soul long before adulthood. Okay? Proverbs 23:7, shout out to Chad Turner, says, as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. If the heart is trained to reject itself, then the body will eventually follow. Shout out to Shashasa. That's why we're supposed to raise them up and train them in the way. This is the serpent in the garden changing people into their image. See, because if you train the spirit, the heart to reject itself, the body is going to follow. This teaching is not about autonomy versus control. It's about where autonomy ends and the conditioning begins. When children grow up seeing lighter skin as being something to be praised and straighter hair as something that is good or rewarded, where Europeanized, Japhetized features are cherished and original Shemitic or Hamitic, what they would call black features, are treated as something less than or something to overcome, does that give it a free choice to these children born into this condition? Or has identity itself now been engineered? That's why I titled the genetic engineering. Okay? An engineered narrative. Scripture warns us of this kind of shaping. Romans 12:2 says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Conformity reshapes the outer man. We get into the video, it's coming. Renewal restores the inner one. Conformity reshapes the outer man into the image of the world. Renewal restores your spirit man, your inner man. So Romans 12 said, be not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. But what happens when conformity is applauded or rewarded? What happens is renewal starts to be mocked. This is why we call this genetic identity shifting. Not because DNA changes overnight, but because self-perception does. When enough people believe the same lie long enough, that lie becomes culture. And when culture reinforces the lies or stereotype, it starts to feel like the truth. And as it more and more feels like the truth, it becomes the truth relative to the individuals. Ecclesiastes 1:18 says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Because once you see the pattern, you can never unsee it. Once you increase in the knowledge, you increase in the sorrow. Tonight we follow patterns, not assumptions. We examine evidence, not emotions. We listen and we examine carefully, not loudly. This is not an attack, I repeat. This is an exposure of influence, because identity always matters, and anything powerful enough to make someone reject their own reflection deserves our serious examination. This is not about just who someone became. It is about who told them that they couldn't be who they were. They couldn't remain who they are. Family, let us begin. First clip of this sister. Let me see which one I'm gonna go to first. Yeah, let me go to this one. Right? So I did that one. Yeah. So I got them lined up. got them lined up for a reason, right? Let me make sure. So, this clip first. Copyright disclaimers. Stop share. Come back to y'all. Share screen. Gotta be this one because it's yep. Share. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for reactionary purposes only. We don't own rights to the video. We just reacting to the video.
Good now, our next guest, the Hearts. You all right?
Oh. Do I want to do this one first? Let me see. Let me do this one first, right? And then come back to that one. Share this tab instead. I'm going somewhere. This woman who was on the screen, the black woman that turned herself white, her name was Donna Briggs. Her name is Donna Briggs. This is a real short clip from her, and then we going somewhere else. Oh, that ain't this one? Okay, we're going to come back to that one. Let me do I want to do this one? Let's introduce her. Yeah, it's 3 minutes. Let's introduce her, and then we'll come back. All right, share this tab instead. Copyright disclaimers are in effect.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today's thought of the day is, who are you to judge?
This is that black woman. Today, we're going somewhere. I just went forward to go back. All right? All right, here we go. This is that black woman today. Well, I guess she's white, but here we go. She like, hey, we Donna Briggs. That's stuck in my head, right? All right, but let's continue.
I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today's thought of the day is, who are you to judge? Now for me, I'm judging. Yes, I'm gonna judge. Especially if you wanna hang around me, talk to me, be in my presence, hang out with me, just anything that's regarding me, I'm gonna judge.
Brothers, the mirrors are not mirroring anymore.
All right, so now, I wanted to show the clip because that's her, right? She said, who are you to judge? She said she's going to judge. Okay, well, I'm glad you feel that way. Now, just to bring balance, it ain't just a black sister becoming white. We've had white sisters try to become black. Right? You know, Unc, I got to bring balance. So let's start here. Share this tab instead, right? Full screen. Copyright disclaimers in effect. Y'all might remember this clip. This was a white sister becoming black. So we got to keep it balanced and even, right?
Yeah, fine. Good. Began life in Germany as a light-skinned blonde girl, making headlines around the world when she had injections to change the color of her skin.
Over the past 2 years, Martina Big has radically altered her appearance in order to become a black woman. And this morning has followed every step of her controversial story.
When I was younger, I admired the curves of Pamela Anderson. My next step is going to pump up my lips also. My eye color has changed. My eyebrow color has changed, and I can feel in myself that I'm changing to a black woman. I like the curves of black women, and I want to...
See, the first thing I want to point out, as we said, we're not here to disrespect, but all I see is mental issues and psychological issues. It has to be, because it's all right, let's continue.
Get them, step by step.
Well, Martina is here now alongside her new husband, Michael. And good morning to both of you. Thank you for joining us here today. So, I mean, you look at the difference there. I mean, we have been following your story, and you were never comfortable with your natural appearance,
No,
the one you were born with.
I like my natural blonde beauty, but also it's like tuning if boys get a new car, they start.
So that's how she was born, and she turned herself black. All right? So understand, come on, Delasha, I'm going to always bring balance. I'm not going to ever do one side. I'm going to, they got dashikis on and everything, right? Right? So I'm going to always bring balance because tonight's lesson is about Donna Briggs, the black woman who became white. Okay? But I had to bring balance and understand that there's been white women who became black. All right?
Tuning, and then they say, oh, it's a nice result. Let's find a matching piece, and then it's going to be more and more. And if you see the car they got and they have now,
so it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But what was it that made you realize that you wanted to change?
At first, I only want to have Samaten, and this new medicine, they told us it is will protect the skin against the sun and will make more tan. But at this point, they didn't know that it will work really extreme. For me, it works really, really good.
So this is the melatonin injections, and this was your surgeon. It cost £170 ago. You've had 3.
So she's getting melanin injected. All right?
Is that right?
Or you said, is this the interracial
2 years ago,
relationship?
three Michael and I had the same injections, the same amount, at the same.
Somebody said there was a professor some years back that was white and turned black. Who's I can't see who said it. Lanya? I think that might have been Lanya. Yeah. All right. They won't let me see the chat, guys.
It was her.
All right. Thank you. All right. So now I wanted to point, we ain't going to watch this whole clip. I just wanted to point out that there was white girls who turned black. All right? I'm going to bring balance. Now, I don't think this next clip, I don't think this is fair. It's definitely not righteous, and it's disturbing, and it shouldn't be done. Because just as much, and it's not as many men are doing it, but there are some. That's why in the description I said some, but it's mostly a woman thing where they have an identity, genetic identity shifting in crises, right? That she wants to turn herself black. But you got to understand, a lot of the black women literally got blonde wigs, straight hair, lace fronts, just every, so it's very disingenuous to be upset if a white woman wants to try to look black when a lot of the black women be sitting up there with a big blonde, long, straight wig on or whatever, right? What's the difference to me? It's all cosplaying to me, all right? So this next clip, I don't like it, and it's hate, and it's unbalanced, but I just need to show, right? This is unrighteous. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for reactionary purposes only.
Natalie Reynolds gets pressed by a black woman to take off her braids.
That shit is ugly as f***. We wear that shit.
It's braids.
Take that shit out now.
Are you being for real?
Take that shit out now.
Okay, what's your problem?
Take that shit out now.
You were dressed in the store.
But take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit is ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly though.
I'm sorry, sister, but this is ugly as too. All right? First of all, your behavior is ugly. These stupid eyelashes ugly, and this ugly bonnet is ugly. So this whole thing is ugly. All right? And to the white girl, what do you got on? What in the look what she got. Look what she got on. Just to the white girl, first of all, cover yourself, and what is you change your clothing. All right? You can wear your braid. Like, come on, bro. This is all ugly. This should not be done as well. You understand? That's why I showed there's white women trying to be black, and there's black women trying to be white too. You understand? Imagine how you feel. Imagine how a black woman would feel if some white Karen was chasing them, telling them take that blonde wig off their head, right? Take those, right? Take that, and be chasing you, like threatening you. Yeah, bonnet and brokenness. Talking about that's ugly. All right. Yeah, that's bullying. That should be a crime, actually.
We wear that shit. It's braids. Take that shit out now. Are you being for real? Take that shit out now. Okay, what's your problem? Take that shit out now. We're dressed in the sort But take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly though. Like, look at your fucking hair. It doesn't look bad. That's ugly. Please stop following us.
Braids believed to have originated in Africa with the Himba people of Namibia. So, do you think white women wearing braids are cultural appropriation? Natalie Reynolds...
It's as much a cultural appropriation as any black woman wearing white, straight hair or wigs or, permanent hair to be straight. It's none of it. You shouldn't be abusing anyone. You understand? This right here is just all jealousy. That's what this is. All right, so I just wanted to show that clip. This ain't where we going tonight, but I wanted to bring balance, right? Because this is wrong, right? So I showed this clip to show that some white people want to be black. You get some black people, I guess, want to be white. All right? All right? Now, let's continue. This is another clip. This one tripped me out. Copyright disclaimers are in effect. We don't own rights to this video. Share this tab instead for reactionary purposes only. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta bring it up. Play.
I sell skin bleaching cream. Pretty controversial, I know, but I do have negative comments. People saying you hate yourself, you wish you're...
So right there, I sell skin bleaching cream. Right? Bingo. You could tell she probably looked like she's doing it. Bleaching her skin. She sell it because you can see under her hair it looks a little darker. All right? Copyright disclaimers are in effect.
I sell skin bleaching cream. Pretty controversial, I know, but I do have negative comments. People saying you hate yourself, you wish you were white, but I don't really listen to it. I really don't care. I guess how society sees dark women, like we're basically the losing team. Like, who wants to be on the losing team?
The goal is to end colorism, racism. I feel like you changing your skin tone is just feeding into the cycle. And also, I think making money off of that is very...
I'm sorry. That's one of those. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. What did you hear? All right, let's let this listen.
Losing team, like who wants to be on the losing team?
The goal is to end colorism, racism. I feel like you changing your skin tone is just feeding into the cycle.
So he got the nerve or whatever it is to put his 2 cents in to someone changing their skin tone is feeding to the cycle, but you changing your whole identity. You can't make this up. I know. That's why I'm like, you cannot make this up. Like, oh my, I probably couldn't even, in that panel, I would have been like, you know what, this ain't nothing but ultra perm. I'm getting up and I'm out of here. Look what's on his face. Look, you can't make this up. Look what's on his face. Like, you got to be kidding me. You literally think you have an opinion on this?
And the locks.
And the locks.
Team, like who wants to be on the losing team?
The goal is to end colorism, racism. I feel like you changing your skin tone is just feeding into the cycle. And also, I think making money off of that is very kind of shady.
And some people just personally feel like they look better lighter, just like some people feel like they look better.
And the fact that people are so scared is that she didn't come back and say, well, you changed your whole genetics. right? And so how dare you talk about me, right? But anyway, I don't know, boy. And you know, they be doing these panels, and they just have all type of stuff on these panels.
Very kind of shady.
And some people just personally feel like they look better lighter, just like some people feel like they look better with makeup on.
And I also don't think we can just ignore that there's such a terrible history of racism and colorism, and that's why it's a bigger deal to people when people are bleaching their skin versus when people are putting on makeup.
So, I just wanted to bring some different levels of mess. Now let's get into the main story tonight. Share this tab instead. And that's the black sister who became white. Donna Briggs is her name. All right? Let's go.
Brothers, the mirrors are not mirroring anymore.
Here we go. This is her today.
Happening with these women today. It's starting to feel like Gotham City out here with all these bizarre creatures roaming the streets. Just when you think you've survived encounters with Catwoman, Donatella Versace, and Little Kim, you find yourself face to face with the final boss, Donna Briggs herself.
Oh my goodness, did y'all see Donatella Versace? Look at Little Kim. Hold on. Oh my goodness, bro. Boy, these people, boy. Hasatan. So this person used to look like this? Goodness, bro. Hasatan. Boy. All right, let's continue.
Donatella Versace and Little Kim, you find yourself face to face with...
Who was the first person? Who was that? Hold on, let me see. Who was that?
Encounters with Catwoman, Donatella Versace and Little...
Oh, that was Catwoman? The original Catwoman from Batman? Wow. Or is it? Or is that just her name? That's just her. All right, but anyway, whatever. Let's get
Donatella Versace and Little Kim, you find yourself face to face with the final boss, Donna Briggs herself.
Flashbacks.
I said it. Donna said it. A black woman.
All right, so now y'all gonna have, witchcraft will take your beauty. Now we're gonna get into the clips of Donna Briggs. Let me write her name down so I can remember it throughout, because we got some, this the meat of tonight's study. The white woman who became, the black woman who became white. This was her, pardon me, she was a radio personality, her and her transition. Clearly a black woman. All right, let's continue.
Flashbacks.
I said it. Donna said it. A black woman said it. I didn't say it.
Well, like I said,
I was thinking it,
the
but I didn't say
entertainment
it.
industry wants you to be a hoe.
They want
That's
you
what
to
they
be a hoe.
want. Less than desirable,
Well,
babe,
what
for
did she
having
do?
your
What did she-
baby out of wedlock with a married guy.
Much later.
So she, ooh, goodness. So she's changing right there, because I can see her eyes are like lighter now. She's changing. She got that lace thing on, the wig, blonde. Yeah, she's...
That's what they want. Less than desirable, babe,
what
for
did she do?
having
What
your
did she-
baby out of wedlock with a married guy.
Much later.
Some people go around and then they always talk about what they don't want. That's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get.
Yes, it's bittersweet. This moment marks a triumphant day for the strong melanated Keishas as they finally can achieve their ultimate dream of transforming completely into a real-life Karen. Modern surgery has finally caught up with the insecurities of the bitter Keisha. Armed with her brand new look, she will at last be welcomed by the Chads, Ahmeds, and even Jesus himself. Finally, she'll unlock the secret store discount at Abercrombie and Lululemon. At long last, society will place the gentle kiss on her forehead she's craved for decades. Now who cares if black men have repeatedly expressed their dislike for blonde wigs and RuPaulery makeup? None of this matters now. What's truly important is whether her transformation will spark excitement.
So this beautiful black woman, B. Sparrow, you walked into a mess. Yes, the original Catwoman was Eartha Kitt, but then later on the Batman on TV and all that other stuff, they had some white woman playing. All right, so let's continue.
in Barbies across America, granting her acceptance into the Malibu Barbie Beach House, where Barbie will finally recognize her as an equal.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant. I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there, but then even then I feel like they'll be like, oh no. Kind of like they are with.
So I guess she's saying, I guess this little girl is Sweeney, something, Sweeney, Sydney Sweeney or something. I don't know. I don't even know. Today I can't even know if one's a man or a woman, and she wants her genes, I'm guessing.
Yes, complete with all the holes, bells, and whistles. Honestly.
That's what she looked like. That's exactly what she looked like. That's crazy. She turned into Marlon Wayans in a White Girls movie. All right, so anyway, let's continue.
She'd fit perfectly into a Benjamin Moore wall primer commercial, don't you think? Just imagine her gallivanting in the background. Just makes me want to grab a brush and start painting walls. And perhaps some faces too. Yeah, you see, that was one of those double entendres right there. I hope you're keeping count. Yes, my brothers, we must continue to keep pumping out these pearl necklaces.
You said you gave Mary Jane a pearl necklace. How much did that cost, man?
Obviously you missed the point of that story, Brian.
But seriously, why should Transformers like Laverne Cox and Elliot Page have all the fun? Why shouldn't women have the right to shapeshift and reinvent themselves as they will?
Shapeshift.
I don't need no man.
And reinventing themselves. We going somewhere. What is that? So that's, see, I'll be so lost. So did this woman become this, or did this be, whatever. I ain't about to try to keep up with Babylon and these Nephilim. All right, let's continue. There ain't nothing but the Nephilim coming back on the earth. All right, full screen, copyright disclaimers. This is Donna Briggs interviewing Paula Patton back in the days. We going somewhere.
Hello, everyone. I'm with Paula Patton, and we're doing Who's Wearing What. Look at you. Look at her hair. Isn't she sexy?
You're sweet. Thank you, Mama.
She has on Gucci.
This is true.
And look at that. I love the necklace. Look at the boots. And what kind of boots are they?
The row.
The row.
Yes.
Leather suit. Look at that. I love it.
Thank you, Mommy.
She is
She's so
fabulous,
cute.
guys. But the hair. What made you do blonde?
I don't know. It was just a
But you look good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, you know you. So, go see your movie.
Yes,
Traffic.
420, please.
Traffic.
Yay.
So that's a clip of Donna Briggs as a full white woman. Okay? She turned, that little black girl turned to a full white woman. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for reactionary purposes only. We don't own rights to the video. Let's go. This is the black woman who became white.
I don't want people out there to think that we're always constantly hitting on our black females and our black female celebrities, but they are dropping the ball, folks. All right?
And they're turning to hoes.
Ooh, boy. I didn't say that. And folks,
I said it.
I didn't say it.
I said it. Donna
You said it. A black woman said it.
Well,
I didn't say it.
Well, like I said,
I was thinking it,
the
but I didn't say
entertainment.
it.
She said, Donna said it. That's her radio show. He said a black woman said it. So she identified as a black woman at one time.
The industry wants you to be a hoe.
And anytime you have a person in this kind of a position, you've always got to assume either grifter or mental health crisis. Now with Donna, I'm going to go more mental health crisis. We saw with Rachel Dolezal in the past that she had a lot of trauma in relation to her upbringing and found a way to find community by pretending to be a black woman. Obviously, we don't want people pretending to be something they're not, but since mental health is so prevalent and since we grow up so dysfunctional in the world and within our family structures, I want us to be sort of open-minded to the fact that Donna is as well going through some sort of mental health crisis.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs.
And even though I've said all that, I want us to also feel comfortable in holding somebody like Donna accountable for the way that she interacts with the world as a public figure.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs. And today is Say Sunday, day 25 of the Choose Success and Living a.
So this is the craziest part of the world. So not only did she transform into so-called white woman, she changed the way she talked. She sounded like a white, what you call those, weather woman, the weather, hello, the weather today is, she like, hello, Donna Briggs. I'm like, you just changed everything how you talk and everything? What? This is crazy work. I swear, this world crazy. So come on, Days of Noah is like, boy, Days of Noah ain't had nothing on this. All right, let's continue. She changed how she talk and everything.
Of the Choose Success and Live in Abundance Challenge. Hope you have a spectacular of the Choose Success and Live in Abundance Challenge.
Holding somebody like Donna accountable for the way that she interacts with the world as a public figure.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today is Sage Sunday, day 25 of the Choose Success and Live in Abundance Challenge. Hope you're having a spectacular day so far. I know that you are, because you woke up this morning, you said, thank you God for waking me up, keeping me safe, keeping all harm and danger away from me, ordering my steps from order steps. So what? The best steps. You meditate, you pray, you said your affirmations. I'm healthy, I'm happy. I live in extreme abundance. Extreme. I don't let any negative people, places, things, or environments control my peace. I live in prosperity, health, wealth, love, respect. I am great. I attract great people, places, things, and environments. I don't let any negativity control my peace. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Thread. Nothing will disturb your peace.
I'm going to be coming from the angle of having a relationship with self, because this is a philosophy channel. And one of the questions I get constantly is, how do I know that I have a good relationship with myself? And I think that there are specific components that have to exist in order for this to be true. One, you have to be honest with yourself, brutally, really honest. And I think as we explore Donna and who she is as a person, there's a dishonesty between what she tells herself and what she tells the public. Since we can't account for what Donna tells herself, we have to assume it's
okay. Since this sister wants to have this channel and call out Donna and say that you have to be brutally honest with yourself, first and foremost,
you have to be honest with yourself, brutally.
I agree. So, for this sister, no disrespect, to be brutally honest with yourself, you actually thought that this looks okay, this outfit? This looks ridiculous. The thing around the neck, this leather bustier or whatever they call that thing, I mean, this looks nuts. I mean, just because you want to be brutally honest with yourself, right? You're saying, okay? So, brutally honest with yourself, you shouldn't look, this looks just as crazy, honestly, as the other sister. Just different levels. Sorry, you said brutally honest, so let's do it. Okay? All right, let's continue.
To exist in order for this to be true. One, you have to be honest with yourself, brutally, really honest. And I think as we explore Donna and who she is as a person, there's a dishonesty between what
she just have a colored dog? Hold on, did y'all see that dog? What? I know she didn't paint that dog's hair that color. Maybe that's a coat, a fur coat that she got over the dog. Let's just hope that's
dog.
What'd you say?
It's the dog.
They be doing that? They paint the dog's hair like that?
They make a rainbow. I've seen them one turn one into a fox.
Oh my goodness, that's horrible. Boy, you gonna answer the Most High for that stuff. This world, the days of night, I know ain't had nothing on these days. All right, let's continue.
We explore Donna and who she is as a person, there's a dishonesty between what she tells herself and what she tells the public. Since we can't account for what Donna tells herself, we have to assume it's similar to what she's telling the public, that she is a white woman with a tan, or rather was a white woman with a tan, and now she's just a white woman with very porcelain skin. So I want to give you an example of some of the conversations that happen in her comment sections and how she replies to comments that are criticizing her. This one is less of a criticism, but this person says, if she bleached, how is her skin so perfectly balanced? Like, I'm so confused. Donna replies, listen to what you said, laugh emoji. That's impossible to make yourself white. It's easy to tan white skin, common sense. Therefore implying Donna is simply a white woman with a tan. The next comment said, what's your thought process when people post old pics of you in the comments where you are black? Donna replies, laugh emoji, because some of them aren't me. And look at who's posting them. People who are struggling in life. they aren't doing better than I am. The first time I saw Donna, I just assumed she had vitiligo, like Michael Jackson, which I just learned is an autoimmune disorder. Kind of interesting as a chronically ill girly myself. You know, I learned something new. And on top of that, there was a lot of conversation about vitiligo in relation to Michael Jackson's story, especially in relation to his blackness.
So this little author, she says she's chronically ill. So that might explain why she doesn't, somebody didn't tell her that this is not okay. This look is not a good look. But
Remember growing up, you know, learning about
she's a good person, but somebody needs to tell her. She said brutally honest, right? This is not a good look.
Michael and his background, that Michael wanted to be white. But Michael made it clear interview after interview that he was black and that it was, but Michael made it clear, you know, learning about Michael in relation to his blackness. There was vitiligo in relation, and on top of that, there was a lot of conversation about vitiligo in relation to Michael Jackson's story, especially in relation to his blackness. There was always this rumor growing up, you know, learning about Michael and his background, that Michael wanted to be white. But Michael made it clear interview after interview that he was black and that it was never about being a white man. It was simply living with an autoimmune disorder.
You wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial. That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity.
So when it comes to Donna Briggs, a lot of the
Mike, that sounds good, and in ways, because I know his history, he had pride in black. But again, tonight's lesson, these spirits condition him to hate his image and likeness, right? Straighten his afro, straighten his nose, make his cheeks, like change. Now the vitiligo, it has something to do with their color. But all that other stuff is the hate of what you really were. So that's a mixed bag, okay? Because at some point, he's never said he identified, which I understand, as white. But it's like, I'm not white. I'm going to just turn myself, right, into a white man, but I'm 100% black, and I identify. It's like, and he was. Mike is a dichotomy that can't be explained, because his actual fruit were actually all black Air Force One. I mean, Mike was doing things, even though he hated himself, his image, and all that. Everything in his actions was to help so-called blacks. I mean, he gave, what's his name? That crazy boy. Back his publishing. He bought it, Sly, not Sly and the Family. Yeah, Sly. Sly is crazy with the glasses. He gave Little Richard back his publishing when he bought the Beatles for free. I'm talking about gave them back their estate for their generations to live, where the Serpent Seed record companies had the publishing. So when he bought the Beatles catalog, he had got Little Richard's when he bought the catalog. And that's what they unalived him for too, allegedly, right? This system, these serpents, mad. And he gave Little Richard back his publishing. So when Little Richard was on there saying he created rock and roll, which he did, and they was taking all his accolades, the last years of Little Richard, he was very wealthy and comfortable, because Mike, without fanfare, gave him, and this publishing, you're talking about millions and millions of dollars that set his generations up for nothing. He gave Sly back his publishing. He set the generations of their children's children and themselves up. He did it a lot. So as much as he was whatever and seemed to hate his physical identity, his actions, and I've known, because I've studied and showed, his actions were all of helping the poor, the downtrodden, as well as his nationality of people, the so-called blacks. And he did it around the world. Him and Dick Gregory went to Ethiopia and they fed all of them. I did that lesson. They gave me a strike for it. When I did that lesson with the Ethiopia and all the clips, they struck my channel for it. They took it down. I did it years ago and all of it. So as much as I can see, like, you didn't like your features, but his fruit, he was definitely not a sellout. Not Mike. Wrong. You're a lie. You really didn't study to show his actual fruit, his history. Now, as much as he hated his own physical self, his nose he hated, and whatever he hated about himself. So it's a mixed bag where he's saying he a pure black man. Or when I'm sitting there looking at, it's like, it's crazy. It's a will within a will dichotomy. But I would rather your fruit be 10 toes down in righteousness or whatever than your look. You get what I'm saying? I would rather, if I got to look at a hot mess, but your works that I see, your fruit, are to help the poor, the downtrodden, your own nation of people, or they're doing it, then I would take that over someone looking like I'm blackity black. You know, I got what's the name? Dr. Umar Johnson. Perfect example. You put Michael Jackson here and you put Umar Johnson here. One is a grifter, liar, cheater, stealer, serpent seed worshiper, stealer from his own people, but he got the image of dashiki, King Kong consciousness, blackity black, and he ain't doing nothing but stealing and grifting and lying. You understand? And then the other one, yeah, he's definitely autistic spectrum. And then the other one, he might not look the black image, might have psychological issues of hating his likeness, but his works and fruit was those to help. That's all he did. I'm sorry. I'm never going to take it from him because I'm never going to take a man's fruit from him. My Safariyah, what they call the Bible, says that. It says, look past images and physical and look to the fruit. You know them by what they do. You know them by their fruit. So you can't take his fruit. You can't. And you're a liar if you think you could. Because I done went through all of it. All of it. I'm talking about Mike's fruit. Facts. He did so much stuff that people don't know for blacks and poor people too, but his own nation of people. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. All the way till he died. Yeah, he did. He was donating. He was doing all type of stuff. All right. So let's continue. Sorry, I just went on a little rant, but it's fruit. All right, let's continue.
So when it comes to Donna Briggs, a lot of the conversation is around, does she want to be a white woman? Is she mentally ill? Is she a grifter? What's going on?
Hold on, let me put Mike back, see what he said. It looked crazy, him saying he a black man where he looked crazy white.
Never about being a white man. It was simply living with an autoimmune disorder.
You wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial. That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a black American. I'm proud to be a black American. I am proud of my race. I am proud of who I am. I have a lot of pride in who I am and dignity.
So when it comes to Donna Briggs, a lot of the conversation is around, does she want to be a white woman? Is she mentally ill? Is she a grifter? What's going on?
Donna.
Yes.
What keeps you up at night?
Thinking.
What gets you up in the morning?
Motivation. Ambition.
What is your greatest fear in life?
Poverty.
And
according to Donna Briggs' social media presence, she's currently a huge Elon fan and is a motivational speaker with a nonprofit. But this wasn't always who Donna Briggs was. She's actually a pretty well-known radio host who has interviewed a ton of very famous people.
Hello, my name is Donna Briggs, and I'm here with the fabulous Jennifer Lewis. I love your new book. You're the most respected person in Hollywood. What keeps you going? What keeps your energy going?
The fact that so many of these celebrities was entertaining this train wreck, I couldn't have been around it with a straight face. There's no way I could have been like, excuse me. I couldn't. I would just be looking at her. Like, yeah, she was big years ago when the internet was first popping. She was one of the big Instagram stuff. We're going to go through her history. Y'all found out who she was, right? On the radio, interviewing all the celebrities, and they was all around her. And I would just be looking at her, be like, you were black. How did you? I'll be wondering, could I touch you? Right? How did you be? How'd you the watermelon man? That's a movie. That's an old movie, Watermelon Man. I'm like, you became white. That's crazy. But anyway, let's continue.
Joy. Made a list here of all the people she's interviewed.
Jennifer Lewis, I love your new book.
But this wasn't always who Donna Briggs was. She's actually a pretty well-known radio host who has interviewed a ton of very famous people.
Hello, my name is Donna Briggs, and I'm here with the fabulous Jennifer Lewis. I love your new book. You're the most respected person in Hollywood. What keeps you going? What keeps your energy going?
Joy. Made a list here of all the people she's interviewed, including Jennifer Hudson, Bobby Brown, R. Kelly, Toni Braxton, Jussie Smollett, Nick Cannon, Mary J. Blige, Tyler Perry, Tyrese Gibson, Wendy Williams.
Listen, great broadcasters are not made, they're born.
Well, you were a born diva anyway.
So either, no, it's not a diva, Donna. It's about being a broadcaster.
Okay.
Either you have it
or you don't.
Right.
That's true. That's a good point.
Now, the Jennifer Lewis interview is actually the most interesting because throughout this interview, Jennifer Lewis is talking about her relationship with bipolar, and she's saying she can always tell when a person is mentally ill when they're in front of her. And in this context, she was referring to President Trump during his first election.
But I know what mental illness.
You referring to that when you got this mentally ill person right in front of you? That's crazy work.
This looks like, and the mania is unstoppable.
And in that moment as a viewer, I wondered if Jennifer Lewis kind of saw something in Donna, but I don't think so. That interview and all the interviews Donna had ever done, at least with famous people, seemed to paint her as a pretty reasonable and good interviewer.
Are you a cat person or a
I
dog
am not
person?
a cat person. I like my dogs.
Yeah, you're a personal dog. Okay.
That's it. I like my dogs. I don't like animals.
If you go way back in her radio...
Yo, she is the most famous person I never heard of. Right, Victoria Giron? I'm like, I never heard of her before. The most I told me to do this, expose this genetic identity shifting. I never even heard of her. She the most famous person I never heard of in my life. Wow, it's crazy work.
If you go way back in her radio career before she was even doing a lot of these interviews, she seems relatively normal and level-headed, though she does seem quirky. I'm going to give her that.
We'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. Marshall Bell, what are you up to these days? And who is this beautiful lady beside you?
This, Donnie, is my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Donna.
The show that's breaking all the ground here in Baltimore City. It's called Celebrity Magazine Live with Donna Briggs
And
myself,
Marshall Bell.
and Marshall Bell. Let me give the phone number.
410.
So Baltimore takes this L. B-more, y'all get this L tonight. Is she from B-more? Donna Briggs. Wow, this is crazy work. Donna Briggs from Baltimore. Okay, let's go. She's the most famous thing I ever seen. Non-famous.
It's called Celebrity Magazine Live with Donna Briggs
And
myself,
Marshall Bell.
and Marshall Bell. Let me give the phone number.
410-481-1010 or 1-877-704-1010.
Donnie, our show comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 o'clock. We talk about celebrities.
Did y'all check each other's horoscope sign before y'all started? Because this is I'm sensing some synergy here, though.
Oh, yeah, we compare.
Wait, hold on. Check this out. We talk about celebrities, Donna. We talk about entertainment, Donna. We talk about everything. That's right. It's a great show, man. Really. You have a good time.
You gotta check it out. You should be
It's
on
really crazy how, like I said, it'd be like a lot of what they call today the attractive. It's like, how do they make them hate themselves like that? It'd be different if they were what American society would call unattractive and they wanted to change so they can be more. It's like they make them, like Lil' Kim and them, they make them turn themselves into monsters. And like, that's crazy. Boy, these spirits, pharmakeia, sorcery, boy, the Safaviah, what they call the Bible, warns of this. But let's continue.
or something.
Black women representing themselves out here in the media.
Yes, but you...
And our little girls taking them, you know.
And they're
following them. Oh my gosh. What's the girl? I forgot. I'm having a mental block. What's the girl, the new rapper with the big butt?
So it is abundantly clear that without a doubt, Donna Briggs is certainly a Black woman.
All right, let me continue. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for educational purposes only. Reactionary purpose. Oh, I didn't. Let me make it smaller. Then share this tab instead. For educational purposes only, reactionary purposes, copyright disclaimers are in effect.
Donna Briggs, a lolcow who's become the internet's most puzzling transformation story. This was her 13 years ago. And this is her now in 2025. Yup, the lady you just saw used to be a...
This is what she used to look like. Bro, y'all can't make this, man. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't make this up. Don't she look like a 90s R&B singer from Total or somebody, right? Right? It's like they make these little Kim looking, right, pretty black girls, and they turn them into craziness. This straight black. This is her. She was born a beautiful black woman. You look like an R&B singer from the 80s or something, or the 90s. Wow, this is crazy.
certified black African American, but now she has platinum blonde hair, pale skin, and an oddly familiar voice that speaks about abundance and success. Donna Briggs put herself...
Oh, the chat been on the screen the whole time? Has it been covering anything?
No, we've mostly been good.
Okay. All right, thank you.
out there as a figure of positivity, claiming to be just a white woman with a tan, even though old pictures of her on social...
Whoa! Look at her! Yo, she was really blacker than black before. Hold on, look! Yo, boy, only this is spiritual and psychological. This is witchcraft. To make a pretty black woman just turned into, wow, craziness. That's crazy.
of her on social media prove otherwise. Her stories made headlines. We're talking about a transformation so dramatic, so bewildering, that it's left her over 170,000 followers on TikTok questioning everything they thought they knew about identity, self-perception, and the lengths people will go to reinvent themselves. One commenter wrote, "Oh my goodness, she is a hot topic right now. Fraudulent, scammer, and she's black claiming she's white." Another commenter trolled, "Uncanny Valley with Carol Light final boss." Here's where it gets crazy. When we dug deeper into her profile, we discovered something ugly about this social media influencer. This dual personality is also racist. Yeah, you heard that right. Donna Briggs is a racist motivational speaker.
No. Are you gonna? So everybody, after she became white, now she's racist against blacks. I swear you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Now she's a white racist. She turned to Karen. She literally turned it to Karen. Let's continue.
Reach back and give priority to bring up another black sister, a black person in general, but a black sister.
As long as they keep their mouth shut.
As
long as they don't mess it up for me. I don't want to bring them in and then they mess everything up for me.
Hold on, let me put that back.
You a black person in general, but a black sister.
Donna Briggs is a racist motivational speaker.
No.
Are you gonna reach back and give priority to bring up another black sister, a black person in general, but a black sister?
As long as they keep their mouth shut. As long as they don't mess it up for me. I don't want to bring them in and then they mess everything up for me.
Wow, you are lost.
I'm not lost. I'm just a realist.
You're just a realist.
Yeah.
She spends her precious time shaming black people. Here she is calling for the termination of young, black, and ignorant people. They should be terminated at first sight. Those people, yes, those people. Young, black, and ignorant are ruining our society. Maybe if you dumbed them down, it would send a message to the rest.
Do you see what she wrote? They should be terminated at first sight. If you GUNNED them down, it would send a message to the rest of them. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Shout out to Sarah Price. Wow. All right, let's continue.
Of them. This is another instance where she insults black people. Black people wish they had someone as fabulous as me they could claim no thanks. This reverse Rachel Dolezal takes pride in not only ignoring her roots.
She said they need to focus on their bank statements instead of worrying about me. Wow.
But also
she said black people wish they had someone like her that they can claim no thanks. All right, let's just.
Shaming everyone who tried to reason with her online. Is she mentally stable? Is this a case of an identity crisis? What had led Donna to create her own story in a two-faced racist handwriting? Stick around as we find out.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs, and today's star of the day is remember that the people who have small minds think.
Today, if you visit Donna Briggs' TikTok account, you'll find a woman who presents herself as a beacon of positivity and success.
Wake up every morning, say, I am powerful, I am divine, I am great, I am wealthy, I am successful.
With her perfectly styled blonde hair, carefully applied makeup, and what appears to be very fair skin, she delivers daily affirmations with the practiced high-pitched sound of a 90s news anchor or commercial voice actor.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs, and today is Finance Friday. Day.
Well, Donna Briggs. That's gonna be. Yo, this so crazy, brother Joey. I'm gonna be in my sleep. Well, Donna Briggs. Donna Briggs. I'm gonna have to get this Donna devil out of my. But she got plenty money. I done seen about 9 different Rolls Royces. I don't know what she doing to get the bag, but whatever she done did, she sure enough secured the bag. That's great. All right, but let's continue. Wisdom Wednesday.
Sound of a 90s news anchor or commercial voice actor.
That's what he said. She sound like a 90s news anchor. That's exactly what she sound like.
I am great. I am wealthy. I am successful.
With her perfectly styled blonde hair, carefully applied makeup, and what appears to be very fair skin, she delivers daily affirmations with the practiced high-pitched sound of a 90s news anchor or commercial voice actor.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs, and today is Finance Friday, day 16 of the Choose.
Like you've seen in all these clips, Donna begins her videos with a robotic greeting. Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, before launching into mantras about positivity.
Think positive, whatever you're dealing with, it will eventually turn.
Abundance.
What can I say to attract abundance? You have to say it all the time, your affirmation.
Prosperity.
Prosperity brings prosperity. If you look like you are trying to do something with yourself, you're going to attract those types.
And financial or lifestyle advice.
Stop worrying about other people's pockets. Get your steps. You meditate, you pray, you said your affirmations. I'm healthy, I'm happy. I live in extreme abundance. Extreme. I don't let any negative people, places, things, or environments control.
These well-known mantras are almost a...
Yo, this girl is literally crazy. I mean, this is literally the craziest stuff I ever seen in my life. Foolish woman laden with sin. I done seen Ferraris. I done seen all type of cars she in.
constant in all her videos. It's the kind of content that could easily blend into the sea of self-help influencers flooding social media platforms. But there's something uniquely unsettling about Donna's delivery. The way her eyes are unsteady.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs. And today's thought of the day is, you can replace the person, but you...
The black-coded way she speaks.
Day 27 of the Live Great, Be Great Challenge.
And how she never chooses to sit down properly inside a car. If you're a first-time visitor to her page, these subtle acts would instantly throw you off and make you do a double take. What makes it interesting is that her viewers never fail to point them out. It's always a battlefield in the comments, with viewers asking genuine questions and trolling Donna for her dramatic presentations. According to her online presence, Donna Briggs is a luxury lifestyle expert, motivational speaker, vegan, and entrepreneur. Her social media describes her as someone who's achieved everything and now wants to help others do the same. She runs a nonprofit organization called Make Every Day a Great Day. But here's where Donna's story becomes truly fascinating and deeply troubling. The woman delivering these messages of self-love and acceptance, who claims to be a wellness ambassador, lives in direct contradiction to everything she preaches. You see, the internet has a long memory, and that memory contains images and videos of a very different Donna Briggs.
We are here talking about what's going on in the world of celebrity and entertainment,
What's
and
going
also
on?
about
Entertainment.
everything, of course.
Who said that? Somebody. Who just said that last line? Hakyama.
Nicki Minaj.
Yep, I didn't even think of that. She does look like a white Nicki Minaj, literally. Like, wow, that's crazy. All right, This is
The old
crazy.
Donna Briggs was a successful radio host and entertainment personality. She had a
I know, right? She renting these cars. I'm like, I don't know what she's doing. We'll see. I guess maybe they'll come out and talk about her money.
very different Donna Briggs.
We are here talking about what's going on in the world of celebrity and entertainment,
What's
and
going
also
on in
about
entertainment?
everything, of course.
The old Donna Briggs was a successful radio host and entertainment personality. She had a thriving career interviewing celebrities like Jennifer Hudson, R. Kelly, Mary J. Blige, Tyler Perry, Wendy Williams, Terry Crews, and many more. She was articulate, engaging, and appeared to be comfortable in her own skin. Most importantly, she was clearly a black woman with darker skin, different facial features, and what appeared to be a completely different racial identity than the person we see today.
You're a diva, aren't you? You are definitely a diva.
I'm not a high diva.
I didn't say you're a high diva, but you definitely got the whole diva thing
Of course I
going
do.
on.
Yeah, of course I do.
You're a diva.
Donna's transformation isn't subtle. We're not talking about someone who got a new hairstyle or lost weight. We're talking about a complete racial transformation. From a black woman to someone who now identifies as white. The exact opposite of Rachel Dolezal. The change is so dramatic that many people initially thought the old photos were of a completely different person. And what's crazy is that these pictures of evidence are still on Donna Briggs' social media platforms for the internet to see. It's unclear whether she simply forgot to dust off her digital footprints or just didn't care about people finding out about her past. When confronted with these images, Donna's response has always been both consistent and bewildering.
Miss Donna, no one said they didn't like you. I think it's just them wanting to clarify you're a black woman. Have a great day. I'm not black, never was. Why does anyone care? Wow, she's really psychotic.
She insists that she was never black, that she was simply a white
Yashala said crack is whack. She said I used to tan. She said, hey queen, please explain your old YouTube videos, the skin color. She said I used to tan.
woman with a tan, and that she's now returned to her natural porcelain.
Oh, it's 11. I'm like, these fireworks are just ramping up. I'm like, why do they get louder? Because it's getting closer to Janice, to the new Lies Eve. All right. She said, how did you get this light and evenly? How did my white skin become even? It's called clean living.
Skin tone. She claims her parents are white. And
Hey, oh man, it's too much. The more popular you get, the more lies are created. I'm sorry I disturbed your peace. He said, I honestly don't know why this lady is popping up on my For You page because I'm not interested. And then I just keep hearing how she used to be black and turned. So why I don't want to hear that ish. I don't think the story was real, but it's literally scaring me. What was the one before that? Hey, queen, please explain your old YouTube, the skin color. She said, I used to tan. It was the one right after. There you go. Hey, Donna, I love your positivity, but I want to know how you made your skin so light. How'd you do it? She said, I have white parents and I stopped tanning. Yo, this, they didn't.
and that any suggestion otherwise is simply people being jealous of her success. When most people post old photos of her in comment sections, she dismisses them with laughing emojis and states that some of them aren't her. Donna Briggs just isn't having it with the comments, as they always pop up like whack-a-moles in every single post. It's sad, but she asked for it, leaving all those old videos for viewers to see. We know no tan in the world can change a white woman's skin to black, especially as far back as 2012, when we started seeing signs of transformation.
You got the cliff notes? You got the cliff notes at the cliff notes? You got the cliff notes at the cliff notes? You got the cliff notes.
The difference between the old Donna and the current Donna isn't the difference between tanned and untanned skin. It's a complete transformation of facial features, bone structure, and overall appearance that suggests either extensive cosmetic surgery, skin bleaching procedures, or both. You can clearly see her cheekbones, nose job, and questionable lip fillers. Everyone can except for Donna Briggs, who adamantly refuses to admit it. Her skin tone has shifted so dramatically that it's hard to believe this could be achieved through any natural process. But here's where things get interesting.
It's so funny. Somebody wrote something. She said, I don't wear makeup.
Netizens have speculated about whether Donna might have a medical condition like vitiligo, the same condition that affected Michael Jackson.
She do not have vitiligo. All right.
Vitiligo causes patches of skin to lose their
And if
pigmentation.
she did, it didn't matter. She turned that vitiligo. Don't make you say, hi, it's Donna Briggs. Yeah, she's definitely fully possessed by devils. That's what it is.
and in severe cases, it can affect large portions of the body. Jackson famously dealt with this condition, though he also underwent cosmetics to even out his skin tone.
Makeup evens it out.
Yeah, it's a sin. Dolores Shaw, she said, is this a sin for people to change their skin color? It's a sin is where is that there's something that they don't like. They hate themselves. It's something entered them, some dark spirit that made them not like themselves, right? So if you're really black and you want to be light or white, or if you're really light and you want to be dark or black, or if you, right? It's like, it's something in it that I don't, the first time I felt like when I moved to Florida, because there's so many light Hispanics. And when I first got here, a lot of the churches, because when I first got here, I came from jail, from the 25 to life. Before I woke, I was like Christian, right? So I was trying to find church and everybody was Hispanic. So I was going to Hispanic churches. And that's was like kind of one of the first times, because no disrespect, but a lot of Hispanics are got a lot of racism with them, right? And I felt like my color. You feel what I mean? I didn't like that feeling either. And I remember I came home and I looked in the mirror, and I remember I used to love the summertime to get dark. Always. I remember I always, every summer, I would sit out in there because I love how my skin looked burgundy. Like I turned reddish, right? Red, dark. I love it. It looked dope. But I remember when I first got here and I was going to those churches, I remember like, dag, I feel like this now. What am I going to feel like when it gets hot in the summer and I get darker? And I was like, I don't like this. Then I start to feel like maybe I need to move myself from around these people, because I don't want to be, I don't know, because they, in other cultures, right? Especially Hispanic culture, they do the paper bag, they don't, the darker you are, it's like the Hindu caste system and all that. The darker you are, the more they shun you. So they were celebrating their whiteness. There was a lot of Puerto Ricans where I was. They were celebrating their whiteness, and I didn't like it. It's the first time I felt really dark, right? And I'm not even a dark black man, so I can only imagine if I was, a couple of shades darker. All right. So, yeah, I turned reddish. I turned red, burgundy. Like I think that's a lot of that native blood in there. Turned red. So, yeah. So anyway, so for Dolores Shah, the sin of it is the spirit that's making you want to change. Ready. That's the definition. Ready. It's something there that makes you don't like. Remember, they made us hate everything about us, right? I hated my hair texture, right? Now I love it, but my whole life I hated it because it wasn't like some of my brothers and sisters, wavier, good hair, straight, straighter. I had some, strong spiral curls. And I liked it at the time when I had waves, because of my curls. When it was short and I had this hairstyle with my waves, I liked it then because the waves would curl. I had the different, and everybody like, how'd you get it to do that? People just put product that make their hair do that, but that was just my hair. Some of my hair was kind of fine and soft, that would wave, and then the other part is thick, it would curl up tight. So my waves would go curl. It was waves with a curl. It was dope, and it made me a dope individual. And I remember Barlow, this older dude, he was like, how did you do it? He thought I put something in it. I'm like, this ain't nothing but water, bro. It's water and the grease. We used to do New Nile and Dax for the waves. We used to put that thick, that's shellac. New now, it's a thick grease and Dax. We would put it on and then put your stocking cap on overnight. And when you wake up, you brush, so you go to school. So when I would put the water, when I take the stocking cap off, and then I would, Dax for men, I would put that's this grease. It's be in an orange can. And then New Now grease, it's thick stuff, right? It's for our waves. And we used to put and lay our head down and you put the stocking cap on, right? This before do-rags. This the 80s, stocking caps. And then we would, so when I would get in the morning and take my stocking cap off, and later the do-rag, when I would take the water with the brush and brush it, it would, when I dry time I go to school, the ends would curl and it was like dope. It used to look crazy dope. And I loved my head in. But other times I didn't because it wasn't, they made us hate our spiral coiled hair. They made us hate our noses, our lips, our, the girls' butts and hips, our skin color, right? The darkness, the melanin, which is actually a blessing, right? So they made us hate what was blessed, right? At the same time, they're trying to get tanner. Now they pumping stuff in their lips. They trying to get big, right? So everything that they was conditioning the serpent seed to make us hate is, so yeah, that's what I would consider the sin of that. If a person wanted to change, start bleaching their skin and it's a spirit there that's making them, right? That's why I remember the clip we played earlier, the sister who sells the bleaching cream. I would never sell that. That's selling sin. You shouldn't make money off that. That gay dude was correct with that. You shouldn't be profiting off of that because that's profiting off someone else's misery. That's like me selling drugs. You see what I mean? That's sin. I think that's sin. Absolutely. Knowing that this is a condition, this is a thing of people fostering them to hate themselves. I think that's sin. I would never sell it, profit off it. I had to face that condition when I had my eBay stores. I sold, there was a market that I could have made a lot of money. I had eBay and Amazon stores. I just do well. And it was sexual products like vibrators and those little rabbits that the women used to play with themselves. And then the men stuff, they got all type of, and it would sell like crazy. And I was at a crossroads and I was like, I could make a lot of money, and it was consistent. And I put the products, I remember I put the products, took the screen, I put because I drop shipped it, right? I don't have to have the product. I can drop ship, sell it, right? So I put all the products, put the pitch, everything, and sales start to come through. And I'm like, it started to scale, but I felt convicted. And I'm like, I can't sell this stuff. How could I profit off this, which I believe is sin? And so I stopped. And that's the accountability. I stopped. I took it down. Yeah, it was up. I had a lot of products, and then you could put more. It was all. That's why I thought, they sell, guys. I don't mean to tell you, they sell vaginas. I found out so much crazy stuff in this world. They got little handheld. Yo, these dudes are crazy. And then you get it shipped to your house. You get it in packaging that says something else. And eBay got a separate division for it. So you have to get a clearance, right? And because my store was so official, right, I got the clearance for it. And then you got to package it to send it to them. So it's in packaging that they, you won't say what pocket vaginas and stuff. I swear it's crazy. Yeah, Candy making millions. It's so much money in that sin. And I had to stop it. This was back in 2013 and 14. I had to stop it. I had to. And, that's the spiritual thing of, is money, the love of mammon over my morality, my righteousness, my accountability. And I stopped. I took it all down. And I didn't make no more of the money for it. I found out so much crazy stuff. They got so much stuff. stuff that we won't even know is going on, all type of crazy stuff. Yeah, it's big money, man. All right, praise y'all. Sorry, that was a, well, I like sharing some other testimony. I don't think I ever shared that testimony before. Yeah, now they selling silicone wives. See, it's probably really crazy now. And I would probably be a millionaire by now. My store would probably be one of the big, I'll probably be selling the silicone robot sex dolls and, all type of stuff, man. They got crazy type of stuff for women and men, all type of stuff, crazy stuff. All right, let's get back.
Because it makes blotches on the skin and I have to even out my skin.
The key difference, though,
Makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin and I have to even out my skin.
The key difference, though, is in how the transformation is handled psychologically. Michael Jackson, despite his changing appearance, never denied his African-American heritage.
Why would I want a white child to play me? I'm a Black American. I'm proud to be a Black American. I am proud of my race.
He remained proud of his cultural background, even as his physical appearance changed due to his medical condition and subsequent cosmetic procedures. Donna, on the other hand, has completely rejected her racial identity along with her physical transformation. This means that despite whatever procedures or conditions that may have affected her appearance, her psychological makeup was a huge factor. Whether her transformation was medical, surgical, or a combination of both, her mental relationship with her identity has shifted just as dramatically as her physical appearance. Whatever procedure Donna had undergone, it's clear that she was loaded for it. Donna's current lifestyle screams luxury. She lives in a mansion, drives luxury cars like Rolls-Royce, and presents herself as financially successful.
Like, I've always seen myself as wealthy, right? Always. My whole life. Millions, billions, going up to billions.
It makes you wonder how someone
The fact that she changed her voice is just crazy work.
who was a regional radio host, not a national celebrity, acquired such apparent wealth, especially while undergoing what would have been extremely expensive cosmetic procedures. Some investigators began exploring alternative explanations for her wealth. Had she inherited money? Won the lottery? Received a large legal settlement? Married into wealth? None of these theories could be confirmed, and Donna herself has been vague about the sources of her apparent affluence, preferring to only speak in generalities about choosing success by getting rid of low vibrational behavior.
So you're wealthy. That means you're not going back and forth or lying with people. You're not arguing with people. You're letting people.
And attracting wealth.
A guy who knows they can't afford you is not even going to approach you. He's not going to approach you. He's not going to try to date you, take you out, because he's going to say.
Some have speculated that she has a shady source of income after allegedly spending time in prison back in the early 2000s. Here's what people on Reddit had to say. She's definitely isn't mentally well. She's wealthy, and if you look on YouTube, she has her own media company and has interviewed a lot of major celebs. But I also read that she's been to federal prison for fraud, so it's possible some of her wealth is obtained illegally. In a similar way, another person noted, "I think she's in drugs based on how she acts." A childhood friend also made a post that she's definitely Black, and she went to federal prison for fraud back in 2008. But regardless of where she gets her money from, it's plain obvious that she has enough.
She's using monobenzone or depigment agent to remove melanin. Boy, you remove your melanin, you a fool. Production, you can see it on her hands. She has zero pigmentation between her palms and hand skin, and her knuckles and nail beds are completely albino-like. Monobenzone or benoquine is permanent and what keeps vitiligo patients one color as white. She's had surgeries, fillers, wears contacts, or had laser eye surgery, color change, implant like bright ocular for permanent. You could tell because her eyes be looking all crazy, looking around, change, and is wearing a blonde wig. She's white, passing. Congrats to her. Congrats.
For skin whitening techniques. Is it Botox, bleaching cream, or vitiligo? Netizens are speculating. The answers are probably hidden with Black Donna back in 2012. Donna's transformation is not entirely what throws people into a frenzy. It's her rejection of self, even with the numerous evidence lying around. She preaches self-love, yet changes her look while denying everything from her past. Donna just wants to live her life, and she should be allowed to.
So why you guys are monitoring Donna? You should be monitoring your bank statements, monitoring your properties, monitoring what you're doing.
But this lolcow doesn't cut her followers some slack. With her backstory all over the internet, netizens have been able to find something wrong with Donna Briggs' personality. What she stood for back then versus now raises a lot of questions about how a woman of color got to this point in her life. The pieces of evidence are mind-blowing, and the story is about to get really sickening.
What it actually means in Arab.
Do you think it would take off like it did? Just curious.
Not really.
Because it's like,
my heart was in the sweet potato.
The Donna Briggs of the early 2010s was a different person entirely, not just in appearance, but in demeanor, confidence, and career trajectory. She was a legitimate media personality with a growing reputation in entertainment journalism, and she had the privilege of meeting interesting figures in the industry. Like this one time she met Emmy-nominated Donnie Glover at an event.
Marshall Bell, what are you up to these days? And who is this beautiful lady beside you?
This, Donnie, is my lovely co-host.
Hi, I'm Donna.
During her radio career, Donna interviewed some of the biggest names in entertainment.
To listen to.
Okay, everybody can find a little groove with this album.
Yes.
I'm dying to hear the album.
Thank
You know when
Her interview style was conversational without being invasive, professional without being stiff.
What about the guy that went under the desk?
Yes, him, Gabriel. Gabriel.
Like, what was that
Gabriel,
about?
you trying to share your DNA today. Come
Oh,
on now, it's an audition.
Did he
Right.
get in or no?
No.
She had the kind of presence that one would believe without a doubt could make her become a major media personality if she had continued on that path. The radio personality version of Donna was engaging, intelligent, and seemed genuinely interested in the people she was interviewing. However, she did have a side of her that was particularly concerning. For instance, on this misogynistic radio show, Celebrity Magazine with Marsha Bell, Donna was often seen condoning some negative remarks about black female celebrities.
Turning to hoes.
Ooh, boy. I didn't say that, and folks
I
understand,
said it.
I didn't say it.
I said it. Donna
You said it.
it.
A black woman said it.
Somewhere along the line, the transition began to show. Even her colleague and co-host of Celebrity Magazine Live, Marshall Bell, noticed this gradual change and would talk about it subtly on the radio show.
God, not to mention your complexion, but you would have just been a house Negro back then.
Okay.
You would have been.
On this particular uncut show in February 2012, the pair began their discussion on the fate of black people in the movie industry, stating how they never make it to the board to get nominated in prominent entertainment awards. While on the topic, Marshall raises the influence of the continuous influence of slavery on the black folk. It turned into a mini class on black history in an era Donna was unfamiliar with.
You know what El Haj Malik El Shabazz, what that is about?
What exactly is it about, Mark?
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
I'm giving you a black history lesson.
I don't know. Tell
That's Malcolm X.
me.
As they talk, Donna stuns Marshall with a statement that basically hints at her nonchalance toward the plight of black people at the time.
Trying to figure out, why do you still have a problem with this, Marshall? This is how it is. You just go by.
Donna, my job on this program is not only to and give opinion about this, that, and another.
Are you
It's
enlightening
also
people?
to educate. And
On a radio show,
Hakyama, what was his question?
Tamaya asks, when white people get melanin injections, is that stolen melanin from, say, unalived black people?
That's a very interesting one. Well, I would say yes, allegedly, and other means as well, meaning they have clones that's allegedly. This can fall under conspiracy theory or whatever you want to call it, right? But I believe they have enslaved individuals that are used to, and they breeding, I believe this, they're breeding individuals for this purpose of melanin like those movies, like that Get Out movie and stuff like that. I think it was Get Out or one of those movies. Yeah, so I believe it's various methods, because they took the cells from what's the name, the black lady, what's her last name? Her name?
Henrietta Lacks?
Henrietta Lacks, yeah, right, and they still selling it on Amazon. It's still sold, right, for a lot of money too, like $10,000 a gram and stuff like that. So on the black market and all of it. Yeah, it's all underground, the dark web, and they use a lot of crypto to buy it, They get it from the kidnapped people. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a lot of yeah, they never stop. They've been doing that from back. You're talking ancient Kemet, Sumeria, Acadia, Babylon. It's not new, but it's probably exasperated to a very high degree now. Yes, it's much higher than gold. Uh-huh. And then they black market is insane. Um, when we did that other lesson with those white South Africa, those young kids, they was talking about the melanin. That lesson is still up. When they was on that platform, those Ethiopian kids and those South African, they was talking about what they're gonna do to us, right? And they said that they was they was taking the uranium and our skin grafts and our melanin and making products with it, making bombs. Remember that part of the lesson when they said it's something in our DNA that they take it and mix it with something and they make these like atom bombs and stuff with it. It's crazy work. But yeah, that's what keeps the serpent seed alive. All of that. I'm like, they going nuts with these fireworks. It's 12 a.m. They like, happy Janus, happy New Lies Eve. The devil's a lie. The Safari Yah, what they call the Bible says, the people love the lie. Yep, melanated weapons. They love the lie more than they love the truth. So as much as we show them and everyone, and it's really, basic scholarship can show that this ain't New Year's, they'll still be out there. You see them? They're out there. Oh, they letting off. They're like, they spend all this money and they, especially other cultures, Hispanic culture, they love it. They do this fireworks thing like crazy, right? But yeah, the Safari says they love the lie more than they love the truth. So she said they shooting over here. Where you at, in Texas? Who that? Yadon? Oh, in Philly. Yeah, in Pennsylvania. Yeah, when I was in North Carolina, boy, they used to shoot off. That was the first time I was hearing the gun thing. That was a crazy work. I was like, okay, we need some guns. That's when I was like, okay, I need to get me some guns down here. Because I heard more guns than I can ever imagine. I said, my goodness, how many guns is down here? Okay, gun store, here we come. Facts. I'm like, I need some ratchets down here. All right. Now I did my time for all the crimes committed. Right, back then. All right. Well, I ain't committing no crimes now, but I did all my time for my past sins. I don't do sins now. All right. Let's continue. They going off with these fireworks. All right.
Donna, a black presenter, questioned why
Let me get
to her lending help to
because he's doing a lot. All right, let me get to this clip. I want to get to this clip. Share this tab instead. Copyright disclaimers are in effect for reactionary purposes only.
So it is abundantly clear that without a doubt, Donna Briggs is certainly a black woman. So when we think about having a strong relationship with self, we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. And I don't know the relationship she is having in private with herself, where she can be honest and say, like, we are a black woman who's deciding to be white, or at least pretend we're white. Are we grifting? Are we lying? Do we believe it? I'm not sure. But in public, she really doubles down. She actually gets pretty heated in her comment sections, which is sort of interesting since her current brand is running a nonprofit, writing children's books, which both have gotten huge backlash online as being scams, and being sort of a motivational speaker in the abundance mindset bubble.
Nothing will disturb your peace on this Sage Sunday. Let's get into it. The more chances you give someone, the less respect they will have for you. Let's repeat that. They do something, you don't like it.
Yeah, this girl's crazy. The way she talk is nuts. Yeah, it's really annoying. What they're doing outside is very annoying. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. They just going crazy outside. Look, I hear things, they spend all this money. They just going nuts outside. All right, it's all loud. Can y'all hear it? It's loud. This woman is crazy. You see how she talk? This woman is nuts. I swear, this is a crazy woman right here. She sounds so funny though.
This Sage Sunday. Let's get into it. The more chances you give someone, the less respect they will have for you. Let's repeat that. They do something, you don't like it.
The more respect they will have for you. Yo, he's funny as all I do. The more they will have for you. Oh my goodness, this girl's crazy.
Take them back. They do something, you don't like it. You take it back. They lose respect for you. Because they say, what a dummy. What a pushover. I can do anything I want. They're ignoring your standards because they say they will always be given another chance.
I even went on her Instagram and scrolled to find some heated moments where she was expressing anger.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today's star of the day is public service announcement. If I block you from my phone, from my emails, from my social media, in general, if you are blocked and you know that you're blocked, why are you trying to contact me? Now, for me to block you, you are extremely toxic. Maybe not to yours, but to my mental health. Someone reached out to me. They know who they are. I'm sure they'll be watching this video. They came to me for mentoring, right? I told them what to do. They didn't listen to anything that I said. Fast forward now, they're homeless. And my advice to them, they have these children, put them all up for adoption. You are the most unfit person, unfit mother I have ever come across. You are ruining those children's lives. A lot of you people out there who say they want to have money could not handle it. You've always got somebody emailing you, texting you, begging you for money. Their lights are off. They're hungry. They're getting evicted. Blah, blah. They have all these issues. I tell people all the time. So they want me to say, oh, I have a house in Florida you can stay at till you get yourself on your feet. Absolutely not. So if you're going to have multiple children by multiple men, shouldn't they have money? Why are you having babies by guys and you're not even getting a check every month? I mean, I have more respect for somebody like that. At least they're getting some money. So you have multiple children by multiple men with no money. Put all of them up for adoption. Not foster care. You should sign them over to somebody. Not me.
Yo, this woman is crazy, bro. She is a crash out show like I have never seen. I'm just like amazed at the crash out. I'm just sitting here like this crash out is nuts.
I don't want them. Sign them over to somebody. They can take care of these damn kids because you're unfit.
What I found when researching her was that on her main website, that is allegedly this nonprofit, and seems to have done some work in the past, as there's lots of pictures of her with children and with adults and with church organizations. So something is obviously happening. The information on the site is outdated. And when you have somebody with a relatively big following and somebody who used to have contacts with celebrities, their website being sort of up to date is sort of important to me to try to figure out if it's a scam or not. So as I went through the website, I found a phone number. I decided to call the phone number, and of course, it gave me nothing but a busy line. It's giving me a busy signal. But when I Googled the number, what I found was links to sort of Addiction Anonymous or Alcohol Anonymous, or even a suicide prevention hotline. Like I kept getting those kinds of results. So how does a person go from interviewing very famous people, being a Black woman in radio, to being what we see now? For me, it feels like it has to be mental health. But for other people, they feel like she's grifting, she's stealing, she's trying to get money from people. And maybe that's true.
That sound like it's in my yard. I'm like, this dude sound like he sound like he right outside my window with that. Like, bro, that sound way too close. That's how people get shot, boy. You get shot. That's just the wrong time of the year, boy. This is the time of the year. They used to have people wearing masks too. You can shoot somebody this time of the year and people think it's just fireworks. All right, let me continue. That stuff is annoying. Can't wait till they die down. Run out. Hurry up and run out of your fireworks.
Definitely a part of it seems to be that. But for some reason, it's from people. And maybe be mental health. But for other people, they feel like she's grifting, she's stealing, she's trying to get money from people. And maybe that's true. Definitely a part of it seems to be that. But for some reason, it's hard for me to view her as just a regular old grifter. When I see like a Candace Owens or a Charlie Kirk or a Tucker Carlson, it just feels like they're grifting so obviously to me. But maybe a part of it is that they're successful and Donna Briggs isn't.
The best steps. You meditated, you prayed, you said your affirmations. I am healthy. I am happy. I live in extreme abundance.
But Donna Briggs was successful at one point in her career.
Are you surprised it done so well? I mean, are you shocked?
I
Not
was surprised.
Really?
No, I was. I can't even lie about that. I could sit here and try to be conceited.
Like,
and
oh,
be
you're gonna be great.
come on, boo. You know I knew we had a hit. What?
She talked different. She appeared different. She interacted different. And then all of a sudden, at one point, it just kind of switched.
Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today's question of the day is, Dear Donna, I am a married woman.
It's Donna Briggs. Yo, I can't get over that one. Everyone, it's Donna Briggs. Everyone. Yo, this is the stupidest thing in the world.
Of 20 years. I just found out that my husband has HIV. Oh, what should I do? He didn't get it from me. I don't have it. So, that's a lot to unwrap.
And it wasn't a switch in values, like I'm a Republican who's now liberal, or I'm a liberal who's now Republican. It was more like a switch in even how she presented. That unique way she introduces herself before a video, I'm Donna Briggs, like that, even that is a new thing. And it feels to me a little bit like this might be a case, and this is absolutely just a theory, of maybe something more like spiritual psychosis. We've seen a lot of that become more prevalent online, but I especially see it in bubbles that are all about abundance mindset.
It's Wisdom Wednesday, day 3 of the Positivity and Prosperity Challenge. You woke up this morning, you meditated, you prayed, you said your affirmations.
There's like some sort of pipeline between like entrepreneurial, abundance mindset to spiritual psychosis pipeline that is deeply concerning to me, especially since I do a lot of philosophical work here on the internet. And especially since I'm working on my own framework, my own philosophical framework, what I've noticed, and it's a lot less now, but in the beginning, I did notice a very specific kind of person trying to interact with my work. And I worked really hard to like send the message that my content's not for them. And they were people that felt like the same people that get scammed by like a Teal Swan, or in I suppose this case, a Donna Briggs. But I'm again not sure that she is intentionally scamming people, but I do think there's something unnerving about the way she interacts with the world, like denying she's a black woman.
Well, you know, the question though, one has to ask themselves, Donna, is why would Conrad Murray tape this in the first place?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Okay, was it because
Did he ask to be taped?
Was he doing it because
She sounded a little bit like it right there when she raised her voice.
He asked to be taped?
Was he doing it because he...
Did he ask to be taped?
Why would Conrad Murray tape this in the first place?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Okay, well...
You see that? That sounded like the white version a little bit.
Was it because he...
Did he ask to be taped?
Was he doing it maybe? Or was he doing it to protect himself later?
Later? Saying, hey, yes, I did drug him and here's the proof.
That seems kind of stupid, right? Or maybe, what seems very more likely, because he was going to try to blackmail him and do his tell-all book months.
I believe this black girl and turn into a white girl. This is crazy work.
Come on, I don't believe that.
Why not?
I don't believe that.
Why not?
Why would he do that?
She need a movie. They need to make a movie of her. She need a show.
Why wouldn't he do that?
The guy treated him great. He gave him $200,000 a month.
Yeah, but when the check stopped rolling, you gotta have another way of income, right?
Even her online presence, most of the comments are bot comments. And if you interact with a sort of entrepreneurial abundance mindset creator that also requires bots to keep their prominence online, it usually means they're doing one of two things. One, grifting horribly, like they're just bad at business, or two, they're having a mental health crisis. And so I think I'm fascinated by the Donna Briggs of the world because we're all so obviously desperate to be someone. But the thing with Donna is she was someone. She had status, she had connection, she had a good job. So what went wrong? I think we all know somebody like Donna in our lives. We all know somebody who just lost their way when trying to figure out their place in the world. And so I say to you, if you want to have a good and healthy relationship with self, it has to be honest and grounded. It has to be grounded in the most facts. You have to be stable. It doesn't surprise me in many ways that Donna's a big
Girl, I love what she's saying, but her outfit and what she's saying just contradict one another. I'm like, bro, you look crazy with that thing on, and you sit up there trying to say the most sane things. This world is crazy. You sit, you sit there saying the most sanity, sane moral things, and I'm looking at you with a leather bustier on, looking crazy with a dog collar around your neck, looking, you look crazy.
Elon Musk fan, because Elon Musk and people who tend to like Elon, they don't really live in the most grounded reality. They get to live in this sort of, matrixy red pill, blue pill conspiracy theory bubble that allows them to think they know what's going on and nobody else does. But the truth is, not only do they not know what's going on, but what ends up happening is I think people like Donna who are sort of susceptible or maybe having their own mental health crisis, right? Because we don't know what's going on. And I just have to assume it's mental health because there's not enough there's not enough groundedness to her grifting.
And her hair was sideways or something.
That I have to assume it's mental health, because if she was a little bit more stable, she
Great people, places, things, environments. I don't let any nigga
All jacked up.
I am
All jacked.
Or was gonna get kicked off. She got kicked.
grifter.
remember all the steps of what? The best steps.
Have you heard about Whitney Houston?
Oh yeah, she got kicked off a plane, or was gonna get kicked off a Delta flight.
Thing everybody's talking
And
about.
she was high, and her hair was sideways or something.
She was looking all jacked up.
I am great. I attract great people, places, things, environments. I don't let any negativity control my peace.
So if it is mental health, the problem with being connected to the Elon bubble is they all are sort of ungrounded in a way that doesn't allow their viewers and audience members to be encouraged to seek proper medical intervention. They're the RFK Jr. conspiracy theory, cure autism, vaccine less likely to seek. And so theory, cure autism bubble. And so Donna Briggs and people like her are like,
Dag, look, she interviewing Pam for Martin. Look at her. Her transition is crazy. That girl this is insane, guys. We literally witnessed a black girl turn white. Look at her. She with everybody too. Who is that? Who? Well, I don't know who that is. But anyway, she was with everybody. Look, I don't even know who these people is. This girl probably still talking.
I'm Treval, and we are happy to be here.
Hold on, let me put it back.
certainly aren't promoting those methods of recovery.
Hi, I'm Simone Missick with D Briggs Media at NABJ.
I'm Michaela Pereira, and I'm here at NABJ in Miami with D Briggs Media.
I'm Ernest. I'm Treval, and we are happy to be here. The LGBTQ Task Force with D Briggs Media.
Yeah. D Briggs Media. Look at her. She's turning, boy. She's crazy. Now she's D Briggs Media.
Thank you. And so for you, when you're on that journey of having a good relationship with yourself, I want you to make
Tamaya says she went straight Nephilim all by herself. I know, right? She turned herself into Nephilim.
sure you're honest with yourself.
I can't take you seriously, lady. Let me fast forward. I can't do this with her. She's doing mad talking when she looking like a freaking what you call it, Tamaya? One of them people who with the whips and the and the chains. I forgot what that's called.
And I see that
She just studied giving advice too, like she looked normal. I'm like,
You
bro.
got a dominatrix suit.
Yeah, that's the word, a dominatrix. I'm like, you sit up here looking like a dominatrix, and you trying to give all this advice. I'm like, bro, you look just as crazy as she do. I can't do this. All right, let's continue.
themselves through the deconstruction because
She's just talking. But the internet is just full of people giving all type of advice. Look, she just going in. Let me get back to I want to see Donna Briggs, not you. You look like your own version of Donna Briggs.
and when I see like a Donna Briggs,
Hello, everyone. This is Donna Briggs. I'm in NABJ 19, and what a week it's been.
Yo, Donna Briggs is crazy. Y'all see how she moved? Y'all see? Look how she was moving. Let's just get some laughs out of this, because this girl's annoying me with this dominatrix girl.
but then when I see like a Donna Briggs,
Hello, everyone. This is Donna Briggs. I'm in NABJ 19.
You see, this is Donna Briggs. Hello, everyone. This is Donna. Yo, Donna Briggs gonna be in everybody's dream. Y'all, everybody gonna wake up. Oh, why in the world you be in your dream? This is Donna Briggs. This is Donna Briggs. Hello, this is Donna Briggs. We're gonna be in a dream, and Donna Briggs gonna be. I'm I'm gonna be in New York in 1978 in my elementary school, and my teacher gonna be Donna Briggs. I'm gonna be in my dream, go to school, and my teacher gonna turn around and say, "Hello, this is Donna Briggs." You know, those dreams be crazy. The dream world is nuts. I'll be in the dream. It'd be me and Tamaya in 1970 in New York in my elementary school, and Donna Briggs would be our teacher. The dreams be nuts. Dreams take you on a dreams take you. That's a crazy portal. That's why I said send all that stuff back. If it ain't righteous or something to help someone else, send it back. Return that to the spirit realm. Dreams is crazy. He said, Donna Briggs gonna come for me. I'm a warrior in my dreams too. I'll be like, I'll rebuke you, Donna Briggs, in the name of your iron shop. Donna Briggs. Oh, she gonna be chasing me. This is Donna Briggs. You know, remember when I said I was little? He's like, I'm Christy Love, coming to get you, honey. She go, I'm Donna Briggs, coming to get you, uncle. Oh my goodness. Donna Briggs. Everybody, I got one for Donna Briggs. This why I say, this why I tell Donna Briggs, this is for you.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. You and I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. You and I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
When I look in the mirror, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Donna Briggs. So how is that? When she come after me in my dream, I'm at little man right there fighting for me, little man. I love myself. I love my skin. I love my melanin. Facts, Donna Briggs, you tripping. When I look in the mirror, I love what I see. You heard? Take that, Donna Briggs. Right? Now she ain't come for me. Little man gonna be right there. I love her. You heard? That's the joint right there.
And what a week it's been.
It feels to me like something more is happening because I don't see the way.
We got a troll. He came with a whole bunch of. Yeah, he came with some pancakes. Pancakes. Beat it, troll. Devil. You and your gene of ISIS. You beat it. Be gone. You and your Israel. I don't know where you think you at. You're in the wrong house. We don't believe in no gene of ISIS, Israel, ISIS, none of that ISIS, Israel, crap you speaking. Be gone, devil. You and Donna Briggs. Be gone. Right? All right.
She's relying on some groundedness. The reason in the DSM that religious belief in general isn't considered psychosis or mental health is because
I can't take. Yeah, he came for Donna and this the dominatrix. You and you be gone, devil. You know they be thinking they coming to some black Israelite channel, some Gina ISIS, idiot Jews. Masafariyah. The first book of Masafariyah is called Barashayat. Ain't no gene of ISIS in that. And I descend from the children of Yasha'al. Ain't no ISIS Ra'el in that. So be gone, idiot Jews. You don't know where you at. Go find some ignorant Israelites that don't speak Habariyah. Clown. That part. Kill me. Go find, what's his name? Billy the Canaanite Carson. With your ancient Osiris and Isis believing crap. Wrong house. You're in the wrong place for this. This is the house of the elect. And I speak the original Habariyah tongue. So you can miss me with your gene of ISIS and all that other crap and your ISIS Raelites. You're correct. That's the Canaanite that they're following. That's correct. But this house, we ain't Israelites. It's the house of Yasha'al. You heard? Habariyah. And we follow the book of Bashariyat. Ain't no gene of ISIS in that. Thoth, yeah, Billy the Canaanite Carson with your Anunnaki gods, Thoth and Thoth. So big on, devil. You and Donna Briggs. All right, I started on one tonight. All right, let's continue. Let me get. All right, we're gonna close out with this. I'm kind of Donna Briggs out.
Want you to stay where you are.
All right, let's see. Donna Briggs is funny. She's funny to me. It's this other girl's annoying me. That's who's annoying me. This dude.
Fantasy she's playing into.
Hello, everyone. It's Donna Briggs, and today's thought of the day is: I know it's going to be a hard pill to swallow, you guys, but most people who you know want you to stay where you are. Let me repeat. Most people that you know who are close to you will not support you in your new businesses, your new adventures, your new thoughts, your new plans. They won't support you.
There's a story I tell over on my stream channel time and time.
I don't want to hear you no more, lady, with the dominatrix lady. I'm good. She talking her butt off too. We came for Donna Briggs, not for you. All right, that's enough. She really going. Oh, I'm glad I'm fast forwarding. Look at her. She just running. All right, here we go. Donna Briggs. What's she doing now?
That allows us to take time to also figure out our own selves, our relationship with self.
Heart and soul, she is the host of Platinum 20 Vegas with BJ Stone and Donna Briggs.
This is Donna, as you know. I hope you enjoy the party. Thanks for coming to Homecoming 2019.
Well, I told ya, I'm going to get a little bit more dancing in before I go back home.
So though there are components to this story that are definitely about maybe the rejection of being a Black woman, and I think that's so important, I think even more
my goodness, look at Donna Briggs.
Generally, for all of us, our mental health is so important because our brains need so much love and care, especially because we're born into a...
Donna Briggs is a trip. All right, we about to close out with Donna. I don't want to hear this girl. All right, let's do another Donna clip. I want to hear Donna.
The day is remember
data so you can guide yourself.
Remember that the people who have small minds think small. If you're trying to do big things, don't talk to small-minded people.
The thing that stands out to me as well about Donna Briggs is...
Shut up. Oh, who that? Who is this Teal Swan? See, good, I'm getting to this because I don't be knowing these people. They naming these people. I have no idea.
Bubble.
Hello there. You have heard it before. In order for you to live a healthy life, you have to...
How many subscribers? 1.99 million. My goodness, who are these people?
Have a healthy life on the level of body, mind, and soul. But what if I was to tell you that we got it all wrong?
Is that they overpromise.
What was that? These people look like they're not even... Are these clones or something? Who this? Y'all know who this is? Teal Swan?
Level of body, mind, and soul. But what if I was to tell you that we got it all wrong?
Is that they overpromise, and then on top of overpromising, they reject any sort of good and healthy data because it doesn't work for the narrative they're selling. Like Teal Swan had enough controversy, as we know.
What we're going to be doing is what I call channeling.
Okay, so this is the Teal Swan thing, I guess?
It's an incredibly dangerous process.
Saying she was a star
See, channeling.
child,
spirits.
claiming she had like magical powers. If you watch
that troll that just came, his little Anunnaki.
the Hulu documentary series, there's even a scene where Teal Swan's, sort of, I don't know what to call them, mini counselors told a person that there was a molestation in their family with no evidence. Like it was really gross and very overstepping stuff, but they continue to exist because they're allowed to exist. And that's why we have to be careful because
Teal Swan is some spiritualist or something, some kind of fallen angel seekers and stuff, a witch, a divination. Wow, and they got, this world is crazy, bro. You guys protect your babies, man.
Because something exists doesn't mean it's good for us. Just because they claim to have the answers doesn't mean it's true. Just because they have a lot of followers doesn't mean it's true.
Shout out to Miss She. Shout out to Miss She.
What do you think about this list?
Most of it is illegal.
The people in my life have to be more dedicated to mission. If you want to come within 50 miles of me, you better be ready for the deepest end of the pool. It's like,
oh, so this is the teal person or whatever? Some new age place?
What are you willing to do?
We rebuke all this in the name of the Most High, in the name of our Mashiach, who come in the name of our Father. We rebuke all that. We rebuke you, Miss Teal. We rebuke you, Donna Briggs. We rebuke you too, dominatrix lady. Rebuke you too. Right? We rebuking all this. Oh, look, Donna Briggs. Donna Briggs,
friend that is unwell,
Donna
right?
Briggs makes me laugh, guys. Let's see Donna Briggs.
It's really difficult.
Success means checking on your loved ones and friends. Everyone is not healthy. Everyone's not living in extreme abundance. They might be sad.
She's looking worse. Guys, in a few years, she's gonna cave. Look, this must be a later video. She's looking like she's gonna look crazy.
They might be in a bad situation. You never know. You never know. So this Saturday, I am walking for suicide prevention. Look, 30. This is the 30th walk. I walk like, this is my 14th year walking. So a lot of people are walking. A lot of people kill themselves, commit suicide, unalive themselves that I know. So I'm walking to support people who did that. That's what I'm doing. And to be a successful person, you have to be mindful that everyone's not strong and everyone is not on the same, you know.
All right, I'm good with you. I think I'm definitely done with. Oh, what's she doing with her car? Let's see. Was she in a garage or something? Let's see.
Doing celebrities to being
I know her fake lips getting bigger, but I thought she wanted to be. So she's a black girl who turned white to get black lips. Like that's crazy work, right? You can't make this make sense. But let's continue.
a grifter on the internet, or at least what looks like a grifter on the internet.
So I'm walking to my car thinking it's my car. It's not. This is an environment you want to be in. There are so many Rolls Royces here. You can't even tell which one is yours.
Now, the dilemma is if she's experiencing something like, let's say, a spiritual psychosis.
All right. So let me get my clothes out. Who this dude? Oh my goodness, what is this?
Like, Brittany, are you like Leo Skeppy or Teal Swan? I was like, ooh, whatever I'm doing, I have to change my brand.
I was gonna get my fucking get back on every single person who has ever fucking hurt me. Like I said, the Albanian came out. So I was very logical and very calculated about my plan for how I was gonna go about a mass fucking murder spree and then a suicide to follow it off. I was gonna mutilate.
I don't know what we listen to. I rebuke all this. I'm sorry. That just turned crazy dark. All right. I think what's her name? I'm what's her named out. I don't think I could do no more Donna. Teal Swan, Leo oh, so that must have been that dude. So who are these people? Right? Wow. Is that even, you don't be knowing who a man and a woman nowadays either. It's so crazy. All right. I'm good. I don't think I'll need to do no more Donna Briggs. I think, that's the last clip. Let's do our last clip of Donna Briggs. What'd you say?
1, she uses bots, and 2, she's not very grounded, and 3, it seems like her abundance mindset is very, very fake. Like, it looks like she's almost an Airbnb's. It's like she is.
That's what I was thinking. She doing all these. She's showing too much money. She ain't doing number written Airbnbs and all that type of stuff. Donna Briggs, boy, the most famous woman I never knew. I'm like Donna Briggs is a mess, man. All right, so I think hold on, let me see, what is that? Yeah, I think I'm definitely Donna Briggs out. Yeah. All right, so stop sharing that. Let me come back to this, right? Stop share. Whew, 12:30. I think we all Donna Briggs out, right? So we've witnessed one of the craziest crash outs I think I've ever experienced, right? This is the thumbnail. Genetic identity shift. The black who became white engineered identity, but I retitled for YouTube, New Year's Killer Mike, boobs, a genetic identity shift. For those who missed the boobs, it was Lil Man. Lil Man said, Lil Man liked the boobs. I'm like, that's some crazy work, right? That's really crazy work. Lil Man liked the boobs. The other little man said, I love my babes. He loved his skin, right? So cover your children. Like you got to protect them from these from the internet and everything that is out there for them. So as we close tonight's live stream, we sit with a truth that is uncomfortable but necessary. All right? No one just wakes up wanting to erase themselves. That desire is manifested over time. It's taught, it's conditioned, it's cultivated. Identity does not fracture overnight. It fractures through a repetition, a conditioning. It fractures through images shown and images denied. The way they deny our history and our accomplishments and our culture to make us devalue ourselves, not see ourselves as something worthwhile, something to attain to be, right? It's not fractured overnight. It's fractured through praise given to one form and silence and disrespect to another form. It's fractured through generations taught subtly, right? And not so subtly that their reflected image is one of disdain, of disgrace, of dishonor, while other reflections are celebrated. This is not just cosmetic. This is a spiritual violence. This is a spiritual violation. We ain't just dealing with physical. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 11:2 says, praise not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance. So the Sephara Yah manuscript tell us, don't praise no mankind for their beauty, or hate or have disdain or abhor another man or woman kind for their outward appearance. But what does the world do? It does the opposite, of course. This second world of sin and iniquity, it rewards appearances and it punishes differences. But the creator of all things, the Most High, created us all different. Y'all understand? He created us all different. So the serpents, which takes the Most High truth and reverses it, they reward a conformity. They want the serpents making them all into his image. That's why the image you show of Little Kim and Donatella Versace and this one, they all start to look like a serpent and they look like some type of nasty snake. It's like they mutating into the serpent in the garden. They all look like Steve. This ain't nothing but Adam, Eve, and Steve, right? So the world rewards appearance and punishes differences. And it convinces people that survival requires imitation. What we witnessed tonight was not merely a transformation of this beautiful Black sister. It wasn't just transformation, it was displacement. They have a thing called displacement theory. They've done it with our manuscript, with our Messiah. They did the same thing with the Hebrew Messiah. Right? The Hebrew Messiah was a Black man with woolly hair. What did he look like now? Donna Briggs. Everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not. I know people are like it, but your Jesus is good. I'm Donna Briggs. I'm like, man, get out of here with your Donna Briggs Messiah. Because it ain't nothing but ultra perm. It's displacement theory. They displace the original and give them another likeness and image and being. And everybody's doing, they worshiping Laura Donna Briggs. That's all they doing with their little tutti frutti dude with his little hand up and his little blonde. Hey, they're Donna Briggs. They ain't nothing but I got a new one. I got to remember it. You got Ultra Perm and you got Donna Briggs, Miss She. I'll be like, that ain't nothing but Donna Briggs. Right? That ain't nothing but entrepreneur, ain't nothing but Donna Briggs. All right? That's what Jesus, this little white tootie Jesus, that's Donna Briggs. Caesarea, the Romans made this stuff up. The Greeks took it from Serapis Christos. They put Zeus image. Romans took it even further and they made Fluffy Tootie, and then later they made Caesarea, Leonardo da Vinci smash buddy, right? It ain't nothing but Donna Briggs. So it's called displacement theory, all right? This Donna Briggs character shows a person pushed so far from acceptance that becoming someone else feels safer to them than remaining their true image. That should alarm us all, because when a system produces outcomes where people feel peace only by abandoning their own image, then that system is not neutral. It's a predatory system. Yeah, it's a lot of trauma. I don't know where it came from, but something happened, right? Some people, it comes from chasing celebrity, money, power. Because when you looked at her earlier pictures, when she was with her, and it looked like she was at the prom and stuff, she looked kind of normal, all right? Facts, it's not a theory. That's a good word, Tommy, y'all. It's displacement facts. We got to stop saying theory, because ain't no theoretical. The stuff we speaking is facts, all right? Now, it's displacement facts what they're doing. They call everything theory, all right? When a system produces these outcomes that people only feel to blend in and conform by abandoning their own image, then that's not a neutral system, it's predatory. This is, let me see. This is hatred pushed by design. This is an ancient hatred that whispers into the souls of people, you would be better if you were in my image. That's the serpent from the garden, the old dragon. You would be better in my image. Because he doesn't make them look like so-called whites or blacks. They start to look like a serpent. They end up all looking like the same hideous creature. See, this is how domination evolved. The domination of a species, of a people. It don't require chains. This didn't require whips. It's the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. The mirror is the portal. It rewards and reinforces the lie. So they change the image in the mirror. You got skin bleaching. You got plastic surgery, feature alteration, surgical erasures. These are not isolated behaviors. They are symptoms of a long war, a war against an identity. This identity is in the Sefer Yah, which is the most celebrated of all the history books. I guess it got to have some truth to it because everybody got their grubby little hands all over it, whether they speaking for it or against it. It's the one that outlasted every other culture book of all times. But in that Sefer Yah, what they call a Bible, there is a description given. Yeah. And it's supposed to be a description of the creator of all things in that book. And he's called the Ancient of Days. And that description says he has hair like the pure wool. Then there's a description of his only begotten Ya'ad's son who comes, and it says his hair was like the pure wool and feet like burnished brass burned in the furnace. So there's descriptions of the people that was set apart from that Safariyah book that was chosen to lead the remnant of all the other nations. And they had a descriptor of them, that they had melanated skin and woolly hair and texture. So there are images in that Safariyah. See, this is serious because it is spiritual. All right? And this surgical erasure, all right, this thing of rewarding the lie, okay, it's a symptoms of a long war of erasing an identity. In the Safariyah, our history book that they call the Bible, it is a history book of a people, and it speaks of nations of people, nationalities. And each of those nations of people, they have the book of Kings. They talk nothing about nations. Everybody. There's identities in every nation, from the Canaanites to the Jebusites to the Israelites to the Hebusites to the Ishmaelites to the Nipsites to the Kemites to the Gazites and the Eversites and the whateverites. It's all nationalities. These are all identities. But there's a long-standing war to erase an identity of a group of people. That should flare up your little senses, right? That should have you put your little thinking cap on. I don't care if you put the, matter of fact, I got aluminum foil right here. Used to cover my, you put your foil cap on. you know how they say, your conspiracy theorists? Yo, Tommy, yeah, I got my foil cap on. Right? Would that make you feel better? I got aluminum foil cap on, right? Because you think I'm tripping? Nah. That conspiracy stuff is out the window, because everything that they were saying was conspiracy already been proven fact. If you lived long enough, you would know. You understand? So yeah. This ain't no conspiracy. You heard? I put the foil cap on if that makes you, that tickles your fancy or floats your boat. Because I could care less what you think. I know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's been a long war against the identity of a group of people. And those group of people are in that Safariyah. That's their history book. And as long as they don't know their identity, then the other wicked people can stay in power. This is a war that began with transgression. You heard? A war that began of an enslavement of a people that matured into something that they want to now call colonialism. You understand? And now it got a new suit on. It got a new coat on, and they masquerade it as choice. You know, they call it choice now. I can choose that I'm a pencil. I identify as a pencil. I identify as a glass cup of apple juice. I identify as a lamb. I identify as an alligator. I identify as a woman. I identify as a man. I identify as this. Choice. See, it's masquerading. You heard? The devil's a lie. See, our Safariyah that they call the Bible, it asks us to be honest. In the book of Sirach, 13:3, Ecclesiasticus, it says, the rich man hath done wrong, and yet he threateneth. The poor is wronged, and he must entreat also. See, power always defines the rules, and then it blames the powerless for adapting to the rules. It's a loaded agenda. It's loaded. Let me explain. Those in power always define the rules, then they blame the powerless for adapting to the rules. That's why they have this thing where they grow all the poppy fields, they grow all the drugs, they push into the community, and then the lower dealer who sell it, they lock him up for the thing. See, ain't nothing new under the sun. This is why tonight's live stream, this story about the genetic identity shifting, this story about an engineering narrative, this is why tonight's story is not about condemning just Donna Briggs. She ain't the villain. She's what we would call the evidence. See, we got to look past just the individual victims. She's a part of the evidence, the proof that this ain't no theory, Tamaya. Evidence that when trauma is inherited, evidence that when shame is passed down, evidence that when beauty is weaponized, people don't just suffer, they internalize. They become one with. And once it is internalized, oppression no longer need enforcers, because the mind itself becomes the prison and the mirror becomes the prison guard. You see, Lamentations 3:45 says, thou hast made us as the offscouring and refuse in the midst of the people. When a people are taught that they are disposable, they eventually, Miss She, discard themselves. Everybody listen. When a people are taught and conditioned that they are disposable, then they will start to discard themselves. But listen clearly, family. This teaching is not meant to harm or leave in darkness, because exposure is not destruction. Exposure is an invitation. Exposure is an invitation to reclaim an identity. Exposure is an invitation to unlearn the lies, empty the wineskins. Exposure is an invitation to remember that the Most High does not mass produce mistakes. Sirach 17:1 says, the Most High created man of the earth and turned him into it again. That means every form, every hue, every color, every feature was intentional. No mistakes. No skin tone was accidental. No texture was a flaw. No nose, no lip, no hair pattern, curly, wavy, straight, was an error. So how do we resist this engineered genetic identity? How? Children of the Most High, of every nation, kindred, and tongue, we start with the truth. We teach our children before the world teaches them. We speak life where once embarrassment or shame once existed and lived. We honor the difference instead of classifying or ranking it. And we refuse to confuse survival adaptations with self-hatred, while still naming the system that made those adaptations necessary. I'm going to say that again. We refuse to confuse adaptations for survival with self-hatred, but at the same time, we still expose the system that made those adaptations necessary, because there are survival adaptations that we have to do that's against our nature. So we have to continually expose the systems and those that made those adaptations necessary, but we don't confuse the survival adaptations with others who actually hate themselves. There's levels to this. The book of Baruch warns us of this. Baruch 3:12 says, thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. That's because wisdom returns when we turn to truth. Not trends, not familiarity. The raw, uncut truth is where wisdom is revealed. So, everyone that watch this now and on the replay, do not laugh at the broken. Do not mock and shame the wounded. Do not sensationalize the results. Instead, we are to ponder. Instead, we are to ask, what kind of world made this a reality? What kind of world makes this outcome possible? Because the healing does not begin with plastic surgery. It begins with the restored truth, the insight. It begins with what we would call restoring sight, ion, the Habariya letter of seed. Restored sight requires acknowledgement, accountability, responsibility, and also a word called courage. You have to have strength, courage to stand, the courage to look at history honestly, the courage to name exactly what was done, and to dismantle the narratives that still stand in their lies and doing damage. Identity, everyone, is not something to be earned. Identity is not something to be bleached. Identity is not something to be carved, medically shaped, cut, or reshaped to be worthy. Identity is a birthright, Shashasha. It's a birthright. And anything powerful enough to convince someone otherwise, that ain't fashion, that ain't freedom, and that ain't choice. That's a system. That's systematic destruction, systematic mental, physical, mentally and spiritually slavery, confinement. Tonight, we discern. Tonight, we remember. We do not remain silent, because when the mirrors lie, the truth must speak. And tonight, we speak the truth, as we always do, every night. So, the engineered identity, genetic identity shifting. We've learned the story of a little sister named Donna Briggs. A very, very, very sad story. Good word, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Tell me about it, right? That's a good word right there. This system has taught this woman to hate herself. Stop sharing. We close. Share screen. I think it's this one. Yeah, share. This system has told this Black woman to hate her identity so much that she's become this woman. It's crazy. This is the mirror, mirror on the wall. When Shem became Japheth, it's crazy work. The love of the self is so important. That's why this is my favorite new song.
I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. I love myself, I love my skin, I love my hair, my melanin. Even I lose, was born to win. I never quit, just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
Full circle. Love yourself, children of the Most High. You were created in His likeness, image, and being. Those from the original natural brand seed all the way to the opposite regressive They're all children of Adam and Eve unless they come solely from Nephilim. Every what you call so-called white person ain't Nephilim, and every what you call so-called black person ain't Nephilim, and everyone. This is to every nation, kindred, and tongue. I don't care if you so-called black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever it is. If you are righteous and remnant, and you seek the likeness of the Most High and His being and righteousness, then you are of my Father, and a remnant of every nation, kindred, and tongue will stand before the Father, before the Messiah in the judgment at the end in the book of the Revelation. You heard that part. So whoever you are, you love the Creator in you. He created you in that image, and it was intentional. None of it was a mistake. So you need to understand, I love myself. I love my skin. Now the so-called blacks, we need this reinforcement. So for others, you would think like, well, why do y'all have, it's because ours has been stolen. This is prophetic. And we blame those who really know, we blame our ancestors who transgressed the Most High. We would have never been in this mess if our ancestors wouldn't have chose to transgress. And this was prophesied that this would happen. But it would also be prophesied that in the land of our captivity, we would awaken and remember ourselves, and we would surname ourselves back to the name of the Father and come back to the righteousness and renew the covenant, but renew the righteousness that we were created in from the beginning. There was two created in the beginning, Adam and Hayavah, and they were melanated with woolly hair. And every genetic nation of people on earth come from those two, that original seed. As from the original black seed comes every germ, every seed from the original, from the blackest to the furthest end of the spectrum. And when you put all those colors together, it comes back to the original black seed. So for those who understand from that which you come from, and that original seed comes from the Creator Father, that's why in the Safariat that they call the Bible, they wrote that as His image. That's a physical manifestation. The Most High ain't physical. They did that for a reason, because He created Adam and Hayavah in His likeness, an image that He wanted to manifest as His image on earth in this physical being. So the so-called black people, ours was stolen. So we need this reinforcement. That's why this is so shout out to Abiyah. That's why this is so oh, it just turned 12 a.m. there and the popping is crazy. Ours is over. I think it's 1 a.m. there. I think they done went to bed. Good. Get out the streets. For those that ain't turned 12 yet, my condolences to you. The popping is crazy. But for others, nations of people, you want to know why we need it? We need the healing. This is why we have it, because we need the healing. Okay? The healing to remember the identity. So this dad is actually playing this song, and so that his little man is going to grow up loving himself, and his sister's watching him intently. You understand? This is a covering. The other clip was a little disturbing, right? This young man said he loves boobs, right? But I'm glad. I would rather he loves boobs than love wee-wees. Right? That's more in the Most High. But the Most High, He's too young to be knowing that. But so again, the world, right? So for those who just found us, you're like, well, what was the boobs? That was little man.
Hello.
I love it.
You love what?
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love? What was you searching up?
Little man got caught looking up on the internet. He's watching boobs. Okay? So you understand? So you got to watch your children. You understand? But again, the society is out to destroy. They're after the children. That's the Valley of Hinnom, right? So he got caught, for those who didn't see the clip at the beginning. You understand? So, right? What somebody wrote? Hold on. They won't let me see it. It said, hold on. It said exactly, but he shouldn't even know what boobs. Yeah, right? At this young. But you could tell he clearly knows and he clearly loves them, right? Because he lit up. His whole face lit up. He was just free. He was happy. He could tell his truth. He like, Dad, I love the boobs, right? He like, boy. But see, like I said, the generations become more advanced, but it's not as abnormal as you think, because child to faith and repentance. Because when we were little, we were trying to look through Playboy magazines. We was trying to look at and we were young, right? Little boys, stuff you learn, little boys. I remember we was in the little room trying to compare our little wee-wee sizes back in elementary school, right? If only you knew. We used to be in the closet pulling our little wee-wees out. Mine's is bigger than yours, and yours is bigger. And I remember that's the first time I seen uncircumcised a turtle, right? We were like, what is that? Right? But this little stuff, right? This is why, honestly, you have to protect your children. They should be honestly homeschooled and shouldn't be in all these environments. But she said might be breastfed. It's just and it's also genetics, guys. We supposed to. You got to understand. I need y'all to understand. It's not as normal as y'all think. It's more normal that he should be, But the fact that he knows so much about it is because of the access, right? The access to the phone, the access to the yeah, that's what they call it, wearing a turtleneck, right? The access, right? The access to it. Like some of the like some of the younger generation, some of the younger adults, like Zayana said, I knew way too much when I was little, right? Because y'all got TV, so he's not covered enough. You understand? So yeah, that's this. All right, let's play the clip. Look.
Who was you searching up?
I was just searching up random stuff, and then I clicked that, and
No, you wasn't searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
that
What does that say?
shaking their roof.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them. I love it.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
Yo, the way that he lit up, that's how you can tell it's not trauma. So you got to be able to see through spirit. That's not trauma. There's no trauma there. He lit up. Look how scared he is, right? But when he just like, I just got to tell my dad the truth. He just lit up, right?
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them.
You see? He like, I don't know, Dad. I just love it. I just love him, Dad. Those boobs do something for me. Okay, little man. Okay, you far advanced. I gotta mold you in a way. I gotta keep you close, and just the freedom of being able to express himself is very beautiful. But there's no trauma. You understand?
What does that say?
Shaking their roof.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them. I love it.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
That's so. He said, "You love waste. I love them." Right? He didn't even want to look over there. I guess it's on the screen or something. He said, "I love them." Right? He like, bro, Dad, I just gotta be honest. That's what I would want from my man. Like, yes, just tell me the truth. Just be honest, and I can we get you more protected from you knowing too much. But he like, I love them. Right? All right, this last time. Right? He said, what? That part killed me. He said, what? Huh?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
Oh boy.
Searching that random stuff. So what was you searching?
Oh boy.
What was you searching?
You know you heard him.
that
What does that say?
shaking their roof.
Why was you searching that?
I don't know, because I just love them. I love it.
You love what?
I love
Hey, it was honest, bro.
What do you love?
the boobs. I love it.
And he even had to laugh. He said the boobs. He like, Dad, I know it's crazy, but I just, And a lot of them can be more advanced, a lot more advanced. But praise Yah, yeah, he could spell it. You see, there's not no trauma going on here, but he got too much access, right? He needs to be a lot more covered, right? But praise Yah, at least he got a relationship with his dad where he can tell the truth. You understand? And feel free to do it. All right. Well, of course, we're not saying none of that's righteous or none of it about him being able to see boobs and stuff. But that's where I got the title, because I'm like, you know what? Because usually when I just say, if I said the black woman turned white, a lot of times, some people check out. Sisters be like, I don't want to see nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, what is that? I was in the bathroom, like, what the video is about. I'm going to open up about New Year's because it's New Year's Eve. And then I remember I got the Killer Mike clip in the boobs. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to retire it. New Year's Killer Mike boobs and genetic identity stolen. So now, no clickbait. I thank you all for joining us tonight on this live stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it for your New Lives Eve. Hopefully you enjoyed it tonight. We live again Friday. All right. Everybody, the Most High created you in his likeness, image, and being. So you go forth and you be his image on earth. All right. And I want to close out with this again, one more time. Love yourself. Love the Most High in you, no matter what it is.
I love myself. I love my skin. I love my hair. My melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit. Just try again. I love myself. I love my skin. I love my hair. My melanin. Even when I lose, was born to win. I never quit. Just try again. When I look in the mirror, what do I see?
Praise Yah. Abayashi want to see her little girl. I think it's probably appropriate to see the little girl. To see the little girl today. Because she is like, you know what I mean? Because the other one. So this was a little white girl. See, this is what I said about there's the identity thing. It's like sometime in people, there's people in the ministry that told me, honestly, of the so-called white that said in their ministry call, since I was a child, I never saw myself as white. Literally in the ministry. I can't say who it is. It's personal. And they said my family, everybody used to trip. But I don't know. I just didn't see myself as that. I know I'm so-called white, but I just identified with, now I know they're the people of the book. I just felt that there was something spiritually there that was missing in my nation of people. And I felt drawn. So I just I never dressed like I was black. I never tried to be. I just never identified with it. And this clip is here.
You would not influence me. I am my own person. I am a strong black woman.
That's the clip we used to always laugh at. All right? All right. So now, for the closeout, thank you, Hakyama, for your assistance tonight. Thank you, Tamaya, for your covering. Thank you, young elder Yasha. Oh, Yasha, pardon me, you stayed up the whole time. Thank you, young elder Yasha, for your presence and covering on the lesson. Thank you to the ministry for your covering. This has been Genetic Identity Shift, an engineer narrative, the Donna Briggs story, basically. And may the Most High cover and bless you all. We live again Friday, Eastern Standard Time, about 9 p.m. We going back in with some deep stuff. You heard? But tonight, hopefully, I was thankful. I was like, maybe we can get some lives tonight. I felt like, you know what I mean? I'm like, so maybe, hopefully, y'all enjoyed yourself. All right? May the Most High cover and bless you all. We'll see y'all on Friday, the Shabbat, about 9 p.m. And we got some, Most High gonna have something for y'all to learn and eat food, spiritual food. From the house of Yah to everybody worldwide, we say Shalom and come out of New Lies Eve. Ain't no new year. You still in the dead of winter. Ain't nothing new. They lying to you again. It's another lie from the lake of fire. The new year happened when the animals, the earth, and everything says the new year on the spring harvest. All right, the new, right? We'll let y'all know. Yashara will find that date out, and she'll let us know. And we'll let y'all know when it's Tav. I forgot how to say it. And so how about y'all? It's Tav something. Tav. I forgot how to say it. And I ain't said it in a long time. But we'll let y'all know when the new year actually happens. That's when the earth, everything celebrates the new year together. Only these doggone Romans lied to y'all in the dead of winter. Got people celebrating Janus, some fallen angel diddy gods. May the Most High cover and bless you all. We see y'all Friday, Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Shalom, everybody worldwide. Peace and blessings of the Most High unto you all.
He adds secures and hooks us tight. A gift from Yah, eternal life. He sent his son a sacrifice to show how much he loves us. You are loved, you are loved. You are loved, you are loved. You are loved, oh, you are loved. You are loved by Yahuwah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Hallelujah.
Bible study every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We having a Zoom Bible study. I'm gonna put email me for the link.
I'm a lion of the tribe of Judah. Precious chosen people of the Most High. You got that right.
We hope you have a good time watching our videos, and we'll see you in the next video.
And we'll see you in the next video. So like and subscribe.
Our channel.
Yeah.
We are the true Hebrews. We are the true ones that fulfill Bible prophecy and scripture.
He adds